Hello, everybody. As you come in, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so it can get further into the algorithm. The more likes we get, the more it gets out to people. But today, I wanted to come on here and really jump into this conversation about Olaplex and the lawsuit that Olaplex is facing. And I also want to really go deeper into the relaxer, the lawsuit with the relaxer. Now, when we finish up here, I am going to include some links in the description box below so you guys can go ahead and read up on these articles yourself. All right. But today, I will be sharing, all right? I will be sharing a email that I received from Olaplex because I am an Olaplex affiliate, right? Because I am an Olaplex affiliate, whenever something happens, there's like a certain level of communication that I get, right? So today we are going to be sharing that. So right now, give me a 2 if you've heard anything about the thing that Olaplex is going through. Give me a 2 if you've heard anything. And thank you so much, you guys, for spending time with me tonight. We're going deep into this. I'm just giving people a chance to come in. Hello, everybody. I'm giving people a chance to come in because I really don't want to have to repeat certain information, and certain people that are in here, right? Everybody that's in here right now, I need you to do me a favor. You'll be hearing the information that I'm giving, right? You'll be hearing all of the information that I'm giving. As we're listening, these glasses are driving me crazy. As I'm giving you guys this information, right? What I really want you guys to do is, if somebody asks a question that you know the answer to, please do me a favor and go ahead and like answer that question for them. So that way I don't have to go back and piggyback on stuff because I really want to get through this information. All right. Oh, the master stylist is in here. I love her. Like, by the way, the master stylist, I have to order some foam wrap from you because you got the best foam wrap out here in the streets, period. And I need to do some flexi rides. All right. All right. So let's hop right into this. So I see the tools out here. You guys have heard about this thing that they have going on with Olaplex. Now, just a little background. All right. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I've already made a video about it. All right. I've already made a video about it. Hey, boo. So I've already made a video about it, but Olaplex has been around for a very long time. The master stylist is in here. She's a professional, so she already know. On social media, Olaplex is new to people on social media, but it's not new to professional hairstylists. I've been licensed for about 17 years, and we snuck to Olaplex because we didn't have a license yet. So we snuck inside of Cosmoprof to get some Olaplex. We snuck in there to get some Olaplex with our temporary student card. Like, that's how long I've been rocking with Olaplex. And before I say this, we hopping right into it. Before I say this, I need to say this. If at any time Olaplex changes their formulation, let's say Olaplex decides that they're gonna turn around and put rice water in their video, in all their products, guess who will no longer be using Olaplex? Me. And if I am wrong, if something happens and I'm wrong about what we about to talk about today, I have no problem coming back and saying something about it. Oh, girl, forget that shit, girl. Thank you, girl. Oh, see, I love Keisha. Listen, when I do, and she's sending it, and so y'all already know y'all getting a full video of a Flexi Ride set with the best foam wrap out there in the streets. You understand what I'm talking about? All right, so I'm sorry, you distracted me, Keisha. All right, so first we're gonna go into Olaplex, and then actually let's do this. Let's do this. I want y'all to vote because we ready on both ends. Give me a 2 if you want to go over Olaplex first. Give me a 3 if you want to go over relaxers. Keisha, I already know you gonna say relaxers. I know you're gonna be like, let's do relaxers first. So what do you want to do? Relaxers is number 3, or give me a number 2 if we want to go over Olaplex. Both have lawsuits pending that people are trying to take viral. Both. My eyes aren't working anymore. I do have to have these. 2. Hold on. Who winning? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, it looks like Olaplex is winning. Okay, so let's start with Olaplex. So let me go ahead and share this screen with y'all. Give me a second, because I have to share this screen. Give me 1 second. Here we are. All right, so mind your business. Don't be trying to look at my email. All right, so hold on, let me make sure I'm on the screen. So I'm down here. Give me a 5 if you can see this. Okay. The message that I am showing you is directly from Olaplex. I'm not making nothing up. This is nothing that I've edited and put out there to the public myself. This is a message directly from Olaplex. And this is what we're reading today. And this is what we're going to be going over. Give me a 5 if you can see it. All right. And truly yours, stay to the end. But even if you don't, there is nothing wrong with Olaplex. Let's go there. All right. All right. Can you make it larger? Okay, yes. I'm going to take myself off the screen. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Is that better? Let me know. Somebody, at least one person, let me know if this is better. Let me know if this is better. This is the biggest I can make it. I'm sorry. This is the biggest we can do. This is the biggest I can do. I'm sorry. So if you need to, take screenshots, and then when we get done with this, you guys make sure you head over to my blog, because over on my blog, I'm going to over on my blog, what I'm actually going to do is include this entire blog post. So I'm sorry. This is the biggest that I can make it. Okay, but bear with me. Work with me. We're going to get through this together. All right. To our Olaplex community, we know you've heard rumors on social media, so let's talk about it. Is Olaplex damaging hair? When we hear topics trending on social media and followers asking questions, we need to accurately answer those questions. Well, we're here to clear up the confusion and provide you with facts. Hold on 1 second, real quick, for the people in the streets, real quick. Let me say this. This is why the way that this is structured, and I'm going to get off the screen in a minute. The way that this is structured is the main reason why I always mess with Olaplex, because most brands, they hear stuff and they say stuff about them and stuff like that. They address it in different ways. This is the classiest. Get into it. Stay to the end. This is going to be a long one. Let me get back off the screen. All right. All right. So, where were we at? Olaplex products do not cause hair loss, hair breakage, or damage. We know how stressful hair loss and breakage can be, and it is our mission. Excuse me. It is our mission to ensure that every user of our products has healthier and stronger hair. Olaplex products are safe and effective, as millions of our customers and professional stylists can happily attest. To demonstrate this, we have publicly released test results from independent third-party laboratories, going above and beyond industry standards. So let's pause right now in the chat before we pause, because we're going to be breaking down this entire email, and then anyway, I need y'all to write that down. That is our first keyword. I need you to write down independent third-party laboratories. Independent third-party laboratories. Write that down. That is so important. Write that down. Okay? So, now that you've written that down, let me come back and let's have a little chat really quick. So, You know how whenever you guys go online and you'll see on social media, they have some new article about relaxers causing certain problems, like relaxers causing this issue. Well, whenever they release studies to you, the studies have to be funded. Studies have to be paid for. So doctors and scientists aren't just sitting around, and I'm just being realistic. Doctors and scientists are not sitting around and like, oh my God, I wonder how Black women feel about relaxers. I wonder how people feel about Olaplex. No. So most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time, whenever a brand has research that it produces all of these things, they paid those scientists to run these tests to get a specific result, just like they did with the vaccinations. The government paid the laboratories to run certain tests to get a certain result. So these laboratories, when they're in, but when it's an independent third party laboratory, the things are, it works a little different. All right. Now, not saying that an independent third party laboratory can't be paid by Olaplex, but most of the time, independent third party laboratories are people who do their own outside research. Like, for example, they'll be paying for a study for hair products in general or hair color in general. And within the study for hair color, this third party independent laboratory was doing a study on hair color. But then they included in that study that, yeah, hair color is bad, but if you add Olaplex from this perspective, then it'll be good, XYZ. So those are some of the studies. Again, you guys, when this is over, head over to my blog because I'll be adding links to all of these independent studies that they're talking about. All right. But let's be clear on that. And I need everybody to think about that, especially when we get to relaxers. Relaxers is a soft spot for me, but especially when we get to relaxers, remember that third party independent laboratories. Remember that. All right, let's get back into it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And I got incense burning because I'm getting excited already. I need to calm myself down. I need to calm myself. All right. In addition, oh, wait, no, where we go? Test results from independent third party. All right, there we go. In addition, in the video message below, our CEO refutes the rumors and provides an overview of the human repeat insult patch test, all right? Results by independent third-party laboratories. This literally means like just doing a patch test on the scalp for long periods of time where basically they'll do a test showing how a product acts on the skin when left on the skin for long periods of time. And when brands do stuff like this, for example, Keisha, don't get mad at me, I'm just using you for an example, right? So with Keisha's products, Keisha would pay a laboratory to do tests on her products, right? Saying, hey, run this test on 3 different skin types, on all the different skin types. Run this test to see what happens when my product is left on the skin for long periods of time. So that way, if somebody tries to follow up and say, oh, when I use Keisha's shampoo, when I use the Master Stylist shampoo, it broke my skin out, she could say, you a lie, because we have multiple studies that show that you can leave my product on your skin overnight and nothing's going to happen. You can leave it on there for 3 days and there's nothing going to happen. And here is my data. Because in court, you have to prove behind a reasonable doubt. So you create reasonable doubt when you have scientific evidence that negates what the person is saying. So, all right, is everybody with me? Give me a 2 if everybody's with me, because I know I get excited when I talk. Give me a 2 if you still with me. Okay, give me a 2 if you still with me. Real quick before I keep moving along, about to drink some tea. All right, let's keep going. Product companies are sadly a fact of life. Oh, excuse me. Product complaints are sadly a fact of life in the hair care industry and have been made against other brands in the category for years. Olaplex is prepared to vigorously defend our company, our beloved brand, and our products against the baseless accusations. We have full confidence and belief in the safety and efficiency of our products. Common causes of hair loss, breakage, or damage. We know that there are a wide variety of reasons for hair loss, breakage, and damage. This is why consultations with professional stylists are so important. Hey, listen, if you hear, do not leave. Because I've been telling y'all this for years, and I'm going to explain what they're saying. Hold on. Hold on. As a part of a comprehensive consultation, professionals should ask their clients about damaging environmental factors like previous chemical services, overuse of heat tools, etc. In addition, there are various medical conditions that can cause hair loss, hair breakage, such as pregnancy, menopause, autoimmune conditions, thyroid disorders, anemia, the after effects of COVID, hey, which is telogen effluvium. Listen, and skin conditions such as psoriasis and seborrheic dermatitis. I have not just been saying this stuff for no reason, y'all. Other facts that can lead to hair breakage or hair loss include pharmaceutical use, diets, and stress. We know the importance of we know the importance of directing anyone who is expecting consistent impeccable hair concerns to consult their doctor or dermatologist to best understand their unique hair and skin needs. Pause, because as you can see, this is a long one. Hold on, real quick. So, actually, no, let's keep going. Olaplex is not a protein replenishing product causing too much protein, which can dry hair. Though Olaplex is world famous for breakthrough patent technology to relink broken disulfide bonds, there is misinformation being communicated in some professional communities and on social media that Olaplex is a protein-based replenishing product. Listen, in fact, Olaplex's professional products do not contain protein. Then, peep game. Listen, I'm putting all of this on my blog. Y'all just have to head over to my blog when we done here. Listen, they then begin to break down stuff because across social media, the argument that they having is like, oh, when you look at it, look, it say protein on here. This is protein. The protein broke my hair down. And what we have to understand is what these words mean. Do you understand that your body is protein? You got booty cheeks. That's protein. You a chunk of meat, girl. Ooh, so then they break down the whole protein complex of Olaplex right there. Right there. Since the launch of Olaplex, we have always valued our relationship with our customers. In the following link, you will find more information on Olaplex products, our testing, and other frequently asked questions. And then they tell us if we have any more questions that we want to ask or anything like that to let them know. But with all of this being said, you guys, we have to get to a place where we're not so easily thrown to the left, where we're not so easily distracted and deceived, right? And before I start talking, because we already on the roll, give me a tool if you've heard anything about the stuff going on with relaxers, because we're getting right into that. I have it right here. I have a whole screen recording for that we're going to talk over. I have a whole screen recording for that. Let me know if you've heard the things that are going on as it pertains to relaxers and relaxers causing cancer and all of that stuff. Now, like I just said, remember at the very beginning of this, I told you guys to take some notes, right? And I told you to write down independent laboratories and remember independent laboratories. So, for one, I need you guys to remember, because I've already done a video on relaxers causing cancer or all of this stuff. But we're about to keep it 100. Give me an 8 if I can be straight, no chaser, right? And nobody's gonna get mad. Let me know if you're not sensitive and I can talk straight, no chaser, because I cannot get through this next part if I have to mince words. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So please give me an 8 if you're not sensitive and I can speak freely. Good stuff. Good stuff on the money. Good stuff on the money. So, Black women have been getting relaxers for a very long time. And Black women are not the only women on earth who get relaxers, right? This is not the first time that we've had this issue where it's like, okay, relaxers cause cancers and all of that. This isn't the first, second, or third time. It happens all the time. And for whatever reason, and when I say this, I am saying it from the most loving place I can possibly come from. Like, I mean it with love from the bottom of my heart. I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not trying to call anybody stupid. But if we cannot have real conversations, we will never get anywhere. As the people, we will constantly be used. We will constantly be yo-yoed around if we are not woman enough and man enough to have these conversations, because we big and tough and we big and bad until we got to look in the mirror. We real big, bad, and tough and rough and like, what up, nigga? What you trying to do, boy? What you trying to do, boy? Until it's time to look in the mirror, then we're offended. So if you are a person who's easily offended, go, because I can't mix words. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into this real quick. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna just leave it right here on the side. We're not gonna play it yet. So what this is right here, this is a screen recording of what I saw on Instagram. This is a screen recording. Hold on, it's not supposed to be playing. Pause, player. Hold on, I'm gonna just remove it. So what I just added, what we're about to play, is a screen recording from my Instagram. So you know when you're on Instagram and you see girl, I'ma say what you thinking. Boy, Chris, boy, my bad. I'ma say what you thinking. So this, what I'm about to share with y'all, was a ad that popped up in my stories. This is a screen recording of my stories from Instagram. Okay, girl. Okay, so what I'm about to show you, this not no random stuff that what I'm about to show you, they're paying for this. The person who is the lawyer that's running this ad, like, they're so concerned about Black women getting cancer from relaxers, they're paying for ads on Instagram. So let's get into it. Hold on real quick. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me start it over. So this is them advertising. This is who paid for it. This is the person right here. Hold on. Let's go back. Get compensation. So they asked it like, do you have fibroids? Do you have this? Do you have that? Well, there's a possible link to relaxers. Right? So as it keeps playing, right, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and click on this. So you go to the website, their Instagram don't say nothing about relaxers. They don't care nothing about hair. They're lawyers. It is for money. And they're paying for advertisement space on Facebook to run these ads. You know why? Because they don't get paid until you get paid, but you don't get paid until they take their cut. And a whole lot of people get a cut. So they ask all these questions. Oh, what was the year of discovery? What year did you find out that you had it? And do you think it was related to relaxers? And then you can submit it right there on freaking Instagram. I didn't include it because I didn't want my number in there. But peep game, this is a whole nother lawyer. This a whole nother law firm paying for ads. Because guess what? The algorithm pays attention to what you're looking at. So because I saw that one ad and I looked at it, they just kept shooting me lawyers. These are all different lawyers. And this lawyer right here, look, peep game. Let me rewind this. When you rewind this, Facebook tells me that Instagram tells me this person, they don't even have an Instagram. And if I want to see more information about this lawyer, I have to go to their Facebook because they're running ads on Facebook for Instagram. So y'all go on there and file a complaint so they can make money, but they don't care nothing about black hair. Peep game. So hold on, let's fast forward. Y'all already saw this. So y'all already saw this one said they not even on Instagram. This was an ad in my Instagram stories, but they not even on Instagram. So in a minute, Instagram gonna pop up and tell me that if I want to see more about them, I'm gonna have to leave Instagram because they're not on Instagram. They running this ad on Facebook. There he is. That's who concerned about black women getting cancer from relaxers. That him right there. Him right there. That's who's fighting the power. That's who's so concerned about black women getting cancer from relaxers. Right there. Right there. This is who is running stuff. This is who's running the lawsuit. It's about money and nothing else, y'all. It's about money and nothing else. And I'm so intense because it becomes frustrating when we're constantly just manipulated and then turned against each other. Because I'm keep playing this because this is his Facebook page, and then in a minute you're gonna see in the comments, look at this white man. He don't give a damn about black women getting cancer. He don't give a damn. But then under it, you see a bunch of black women arguing with each other under his comments. He don't give a damn. Look at this. I don't believe it. It's like, as a people, y'all have to get tired. You have to get tired. You have to get tired. Now, when you go and research the article for the woman that's filing the lawsuit with what do you call it, for Olaplex, it literally says in there that she got a couple of Olaplex products, washed her hair a couple of times, used the Olaplex products, and then she went bald. It's like, y'all, Olaplex has been around since like 2000. I want to say 2010, probably before that. Definitely before that, because me and my husband got married in 2010. And I was using Olaplex before I graduated cosmetology school. So since like 07, 08, 09, like somewhere around there, maybe like 08, 09. So if Olaplex causes all of these problems and it makes all of these people's hair go bald, can you please explain to me why this is the first time? It's 2023. They came out in let's say 09. I could be wrong, but let's say 09. They came out in 09. This the first part. Like, what is happening? And in my opinion, I feel like the worst mistake that Olaplex made was opening the don't get mad at me when I say this, is opening the products up to the general public. instead of it just being a professional product. To me, in my opinion, that's the worst mistake that Olaplex made, because now it's so much confusion. Because in the first place, the one thing that was in that article, hold on, I'm gonna go share it again. I'm gonna get to y'all questions in a second. My bad. So I'm not sure, but for the most part, I think that um Olaplex is only really sold in Ulta, other than, Cosmoprof. But the thing is, what y'all have to realize, and this is why they say in here, they're like, okay, well, they expect before y'all buy a product for y'all to go consult with the stylist. Now let's be realistic. Let's be real. Who is really thinking that before you buy a product in Ulta, you're gonna go over there to a hairstylist and say, hey, which product should I use? Because every Ulta has a hair salon in it. So that's why most Ultas have Olaplex, because it's technically like the same thing as it being in Cosmoprof, because they're professional cosmetologists that are in there. Ulta and Sephora, yes. Same thing with Sephora. Sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of times there'll be a professional cosmetologist that works at Sephora, like as a makeup artist or something like that. There are professionals that work at Sephora. I know a cosmetologist personally that works at Sephora. So that's why they said, like, it's really a good idea for you to consult a cosmetologist and to find out more about your hair first. But see, the problem is nobody respects professionals anymore. So nobody really goes like, oh, I'm gonna go to a hairstylist first. Everybody's online looking for hacks. So it's like, how can you in one breath say that a product broke your hair out when you know that you hacked it? Most of the people that when you look down into it, most people that say that a product damaged their hair are people who did it wrong, who used the product wrong. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I'm gonna stop talking for a second. So we got a lot of comments. Hold on. Stylist Greg Gilmore had a very informative Instagram live featuring the work of Willie Roman. Had his daughter as a guest. Kim is well versed in hair industry. Oh, okay. Ciao. I will have to check that out too. Oh, okay. Thank you. He's concerned about the money. He doesn't care anything about Black women getting relaxers, like nothing about it. And it's to me, it's just so ridiculous. It's like, Black women are the easiest group to manipulate. My daddy used to always say, a house divided against itself can never stand, ever. A house divided against itself can never stand. Like, you, as a people, we don't trust each other. We don't trust each other. So anything somebody on the outside tells us that they have an answer for, you automatically gonna go for it, and you're gonna trust their word way more than you'll trust somebody who looks like you. And it's very unfortunate, but it's the truth. And if we can dig that up and figure out why we're like that and fix that, things will be different. But it's like, we're gonna constantly, the reason I want to talk about it is because I talk about topics like this. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about something else, y'all. We cannot keep being the subject of manipulation. It's freaking ridiculous. And he ain't in the comments. He ain't been in that. I checked. He ain't in the comments one time. He don't care. You know what he doing? He's sitting in his house laughing like, I'm gonna make a bunch of money off these black girls. They believe it. Like McDonald's got sued. A woman sued McDonald's and won for getting in a car and taking her daughter herself to McDonald's. She sued and won. Just because somebody's suing, just because it's a lawsuit don't mean nothing. It's money involved. Who are they even going to sue for these claims? Every relaxer company. And this is the thing. This is the thing with this. I'm about to share it again because I just want y'all to see. I just want you to see the manipulation, my baby. And if you fall for it, any woman who falls for this, you deserve whatever you get, because at this point it's freaking ridiculous. Like, we've grown as hell, and we're the generation now who's in control of what happens next. And if we constantly arguing about stupid stuff and constantly getting manipulated like this, my kids' generation is freaking screwed. Our moms, our grandma, they done. They done. We grown. It's our turn now. And we're constantly manipulated. These are ads that people are running on Facebook. Every time y'all see an ad on Facebook, every time y'all see an ad on Instagram about relaxers causing cancer, a lawyer is paying for it. What I'm playing on the screen right now for anybody coming in, this is what popped up in my Instagram stories against relaxers. And they asked me this 3 minutes long. They just kept popping up. They just kept popping up. I went through maybe about 7 people's stories that I was following, and they just kept popping up. So far, you've seen 2 different lawyers. If it makes their hair go bald, then why, when other races use it when they get their hair chemically lightened, it doesn't? Because it doesn't make your hair go bald. And peep game, hold on, let me pause right here. Let's go back. I need y'all to pay attention to something. Do y'all notice that there are no professional grade relaxers right there? These are all pictures of box relaxers. So if relaxers do cause these disorders, home relaxers by people who don't know what they're doing are causing cancer and fibroids. Not the relaxer itself. None of these are professional relaxers. Dark and Lovely is not a professional based relaxer. None of these are professional based relaxers. I'm pretty sure the master stylist has been doing hair way longer than me, and I can guarantee you she ain't never had a client come back talking about they didn't got cancer or fibroids or nothing from getting relaxers from her. I can guarantee you. And we've never talked about it, ever. But I can guarantee you it's never happened. Guaranteed. I will say that it does kind of dry the hair out, but I don't think stuff should be used too much. What dries the hair out? What dries the hair out? And I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm not talking to you. But okay. I'm not gonna say her name, but there was this YouTuber that I saw. I think, Tia and her products, I think it's some bullshit. I think she needs to stick to acting. But I saw a girl do a reaction video using her products. And in her end result, she was like, oh, the product is flaky. But it was a curl cream, right? She took the curl cream, this lotion, I'm going to just put the lotion back. She took the curl cream and went like this. And took that much product for a little section of her hair, and then came back and said that the product is flaky. When it dried, it was flaky and white. And then she like, oh, this product is bad. This product is bad. It leaves flakes. Tia, y'all don't follow freaking directions. And y'all think that hair products are the solution. Hair products are not the solution, my love. They are tools. The hair product is a tool. If it's something wrong with your car, and you take your car to see a mechanic, right? It's not the Jiffy Lube that the mechanic is using is doing a job. It's the talent and the skill level and the know-how of the mechanic that's getting the job done. Not his wrench, not his power drill, not the little leak thing. I don't know nothing about cars. None of his tools and utensils are doing the job. They are helping him and aiding him. So for me, when everybody's talking about Olaplex causing all of these problems and things of that nature, the issue is not Olaplex. The issue is people don't follow directions. That is the problem. And I feel like not only do people not follow directions, but people can't, for whatever reason, even if it's something that you know nothing about, people still have a hard time taking direction about things that they know nothing about. Something that they know nothing about. And to me, that is the portion of it that becomes extremely difficult, even for me as a professional, right? So this is something I want to play for you really quick. Really quick. Experience trumps memorization. I'm sorry. Let's play it one more time. Experience trumps memorization. I'm sorry. What do I mean by that? Just because you've read something online, just because you've read something on a blog, just because you've watched hours and days worth and months worth of YouTube videos does not mean that you know more than a professional that's been doing it for years, right? For example, me, and I mean this with my whole heart. I don't even know if the master stylist is still in here. I mean this with my whole heart. The master stylist has been doing hair longer than me. Short hair is her specialty. Natural curly hair and hair growth is my specialty. I would never go to her and tell her nothing about the way she cut hair, the way she hold her shears, the way she used the line trimmers. You know why? Because her experience trumps my memorization. I memorized how to hold the clippers in cosmetology school. I memorized how to cut hair, how to hold clippers. I memorized that. I know it like the back of my hand. You ask me about it, I can pass any cosmetology test with my eyes closed. But my memorization does not trump the master stylist experience because she's been cutting hair longer than me. She's had more clients with short hair than I've had. So automatically her experience trumps my memorization. Hey, that's all I'm trying to say. When we're talking about hair care, when we're talking about hair growth, when we're talking about how to style your hair, listen. A professional who knows what she's doing, not a janky professional, but a professional that knows what she's doing. Her experience trumps the memorization of a YouTuber who has been studying different articles. Period. And 2023 has proven that to us. I'm gonna go to y'all comments. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I'm sorry if it make anybody feel away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Experience trumps memorization every time. I'm sorry. Every time. I'm sorry. You will have the flakes if you use a palm full of product for a small section. Listen, do y'all understand? If I was going to use a cream leave-in conditioner on my client, I swear to God on my father's ashes, that's all I would use. On their whole head, I swear to God. If I was going to use a curl cream, That's all I would use for my client's entire head. But y'all fill y'all palm up with products. Then get a flat iron y'all hair. The product that you packed on your hair cooks under the flat iron. Then you get heat damage and you blame flat irons for giving you heat damage. No, that's not it. Every YouTube video that I watch that's not done by a professional cosmetologist, they have y'all layering y'all hair up with products before y'all flat iron it. But when you watch a professional cosmetologist, like who the first person popping up in my head, Janae Mickles, she just sprayed leave-in conditioner. That's it. That is it. That is all. Just and then the blow dryer. That's it. She sprayed heat protector on and she flat iron it. That's it. And then she gonna use a serum at the end when she combing her curls out and wrapping it. That's it. That's it. Again, memorization does not trump experience. It doesn't. I'm sorry. Wait, so in regards to the McDonald's lawsuit, what happened? I'm curious. Oh, we'll talk about that later. Don't let me forget. Well, it sounds like you're going to the wrong professional. Place an order for the jar of shampoo as you speak. Listen, get you some. And then this is another thing. When it comes to you and your personal life, and if the shoe don't fit, baby, don't put it on. I ain't talking to you. When it comes to you in your personal life and in your business endeavors, you like, bless me, enlarge my territory. Like you want God to make you as big as the world is. But then when somebody else is expanding, it's a problem. Olaplex only had Olaplex 1 and Olaplex 2 and Olaplex 3 for years. Only those 3 products for professionals. They didn't even have a shampoo and conditioner. They just had 1 and 2 for professionals. That's it. We didn't even have a shampoo. We had to use a different shampoo. They didn't even have that. It was all about the molecule. But then we said, hey, we need something else because our clients' hair, they washing their hair so much and it's rinsing the color out and it's rinsing what we do. We need something to reinforce their bonds when they not with us. So then 3 was born. So after 3 was born, we was like, oh, all we got to do is say that we want some of y'all gonna make it. Sure, well, while y'all at it, can y'all make us a shampoo and conditioner too? They said, say less. Next thing you know, we got a shampoo and conditioner. After that, we was like, why you at it? We need a little oil. Why don't you give us a little oil too? Why don't you give us a little oil? And we need a little cream. A little cream, like a little blow dry cream. Then came 6 and 7. Then we said, you know what? We need a moisturizing deep conditioning treatment. Then that's how it works. Then we like, oh, you got a clarifier? Why don't you do dry shampoo? Stylists have been asking Olaplex to do a dry shampoo since like 2017. They just now doing it. But then people complaining about that too. And I'm about to go into the rest of y'all comments. But the reason that I'm making this video is because it's going to get to a point that you guys are going to be without anything. Because it's like anytime a brand gives y'all what y'all want and then they get big, it's almost like the world be like, y'all too big. We got to have a scandal. Let's knock Olaplex down. So it just becomes a thing where people just don't really, brands are going in different directions. That's why a lot of people, instead of starting certain businesses, they're going digital. Because you have to make a choice. Like, do I really want to deal with this? Like, is it worth it to me? Same here. Been using Olaplex when I was relaxed, transitioning, and fully natural. Never had any issues, and my hair is very healthy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's what is happening? It's 2023. It's been out since '07. Why is this in you? Who goes bald using shampoo? And this is the thing. When none of Olaplex's products say rub into the scalp, it says apply to roots. Applying something to roots means like right there, right before where that skin is, we're applying it to the roots and combing it down to the ends. Applying something to the roots and rubbing it in the scalp are two completely different things. Those are two completely different actions. Right, I forgot this makeup artist at Sephora has. Yes, some makeup artists at Sephora have cosmetology licenses. That's why Olaplex doesn't mind selling the product inside of Sephora and inside of that other place. That other place. Whatever that other place is. My hair just feeling oily and stringy. That's why I keep combing in it. Nobody respects professionals. They listen to TikTok and non-professionals playing in their hair. Listen, I am at this place where I'm only speaking to the people that want to hear me because I am convinced A, that I'm on the wrong planet, and B, that I'm on the wrong planet, because I was on TikTok for a second and I'm never on there because every time I go on there, I see some retarded. And this girl was making a video talking about and I know, listen, I know some of y'all in here right now are going to agree with me. I don't care what y'all talking about. She was making a whole video saying that you ain't supposed to use soap when you wash your hoo-ha. And then, right when I said, so what the hell are you supposed to do? And then she goes, so she says, hear me out. The first week, the smell may be bad. The first week, the smell may be bad, but you just have to change your diet and stick it out. Try this in your underwear to help. And it had millions of views. And in the comments, people was like, yeah, I'm not going to use the washcloth or soap down there. Just my hands and water. Listen. New subscribers, they are in my Walgreens. What's in your Walgreens? And see, okay, this is the thing too. Businesses and companies mess stuff up for brands. For example, Design Essentials was A1. They was like #1 in the streets. And the only way you could get Design Essentials when they first came out was through a distributor. You could not go in the store and get no Design Essentials nowhere. But then the dude who was selling it, at least in Vegas, he started getting greedy and he ended up doing a deal with one of the beauty supply stores out here. And then it was in stores, and then it started losing its validity a little bit because then it wasn't a exclusive product. Then they had to start like dealing with a whole bunch of riffraff and back and forth from people because y'all do not read directions and y'all don't respect professionals. Like, y'all, this is the craziest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Like, y'all will go spend y'all money with a product, right? Don't read their directions. Don't listen to nothing that they tell you to do on the back of the bottle, right? But then go on YouTube and do everything that she tell you to do using the product. And then if the product don't work, you go and you complain about the product not working, even though you didn't do the directions. Oh my God. Most of these professionals don't know. Listen, if y'all, and I say it straight, no chaser, I have, like, when y'all say that, my mind can't comprehend who these, I've never came in contact with any of the type of hairstylists that y'all talking about. Never. In my entire career. I have never worked next to a stylist that treats their clients the way y'all say stylists treat y'all. I've never worked next to or been anywhere near a stylist who has her clients waiting for her for 5 or 6 hours. I've never been around stylists like that, and I'm not being disrespectful. You are choosing them. You're choosing them. How are you selecting them? How much do they charge? And for everybody who's went to a stylist that they didn't like, I have a question. Did you pick her based on her skill level and based on what she like her accolades, like, and whether or not she was a cosmetologist and a trichologist, and whether or not she was a cosmetologist and an herbalist, and whether or not she was a cosmetologist that focused on shortcuts, and whether or not she was a cosmetologist that focused on hair growth? Did you look for that, or did you look for the stylist that had the best price for your budget? That's the question that we need to be asking. Because if you really be, and we just being real, if you really be real, did you really go to somebody who really knew their stuff, or did you go to somebody for the price? Because I'm going to tell you something. And don't get mad at me, but most Black women have in their mind, like, if I was to ask y'all how much a silk press should be, if I was to ask y'all how much a weave should be, y'all all gonna have a set price. Like, I'm not even gonna finish. I just want to prove a point. How much should a weave be? How much should a weave be for you? And how much should a silk press be? Just be honest. We straight no church, so we real, we grown. I done had my uterus cut open twice. We grown. We just friends, having a chat, having a conversation. We chilling. I already made dinner. It's ready in the crock pot. We chilling. How much? And I'm gonna get back to y'all comments. I'm gonna leave yours up, boo. Rich man's wife and y'all. I'm gonna leave it up so that way I won't lose my spot. But I just want to know what price. Listen. I love you. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. And in this video, like today, I want, like, the next part, I want us to really have a good relationship, right? I want us to have a good relationship. I want you to know that everything that I'm saying is just so you can get a better understanding of me, who who I am, how I think, right? Don't get in your feelings. If you sensitive, get out. I'm gonna go back up to the questions. Rich man's wife was our last one. $85 for a week, baby. Listen to me. And I'm not gonna give my opinion on what you think on that. It's here in my eye. Sorry, I'm not gonna give my opinion on what I think about with just stuff. But what I am going to do is explain this to you. And if you in here, I want us to be real and don't take yourself out of the equation. Take yourself as the consumer out of the equation. Take yourself as the person who got to pay for the service. Take yourself out of the equation, please. I am begging you. And act like at this second, put yourself in the shoes of a hairstylist. And let's say this your room, this your station, and right next to you is hairstylist B. Okay, I'm hairstylist A, right? Next to me is hairstylist B. Or not you are hairstylist A. Next to you is hairstylist B. Stay with me. Stay with me. Hairstylist A is Black. We just being real. Hairstylist A is Black. Hairstylist B is white. Or any other color than Black. Okay? Are we together? You got me? Hairstylist A, let's stick with a weave for $85. Okay. Hairstylist A is paying booth rent. Both of them pay booth rent. Both of them work right next door to each other. Let's use Sola. Sola for an example. A single studio at Sola, depending on the size of that single, is $360 a week. Not a month. $360 a week is how much she has to pay to do hair in that room. Okay? Hairstylist A pays $360 a week. Hairstylist B pays $360 a week. Okay? Please stay with me. Hairstylist A clients believe that their services, a 3-hour service, we're gonna go 3 hours. Let's say a weave. Let's say you coming in, you need your hair washed, deep conditioned. Let's keep it 100. Don't leave, don't get in your feelings. Let's be real. Take the fact that you got to spend the money, take that out the equation. You are stylist A. Everybody listening to the sound of my voice is stylist A. All right? All right. You paying $360 a week, and the girl right next door to you is paying $360 a week too. The only difference between the two of y'all is that y'all both only really service y'all race. She white, she only do white girls. You black, you only really do black women. All right? So you do a weave. A weave is a 3-hour service. The equivalent to a 3-hour service would be like hair color. Single process hair color. Single process hair color is going from a light brown to a jet black. So going from brown to black, swear to God. So literally just putting black hair color on hair, processing it, rinsing it out, and then giving them a trim, and then they leave out. Most of them leave with wet hair. All right? That's stylist B. Stylist A, though, you coming in, you expect, let's be real. What do you expect as a consumer? You still stylist A. You not the consumer. You're stylist A. Your client expects for you to wash their hair. Not to mention your client ain't washed their hair in at least 3 months. Or your client ain't washed their hair in at least a month. Or your client is coming in and she still got her last weave in her head. Hey, she still got her last weave in her head. All right. So then you stylist A. So your client comes in, you gotta wash, you gotta take the old weave out. Okay. Or let's throw that out. We ain't gonna do that. You don't have to take the old weave out, but you gotta wash their hair. You got to detangle it first because most likely they haven't washed it in a while. All right. You got to detangle it first. Then you got to wash it, detox their scalp, give them a deep conditioning treatment. All right. They expect all of this for free, by the way. Give them a deep conditioning treatment. Then after that deep conditioning treatment, blow dry their hair. At this point, it's been an hour already. It's been an hour or over an hour already. All right. At this point. All right. You stylist A. You are not the consumer. You are stylist A. At this point, you've been doing somebody's hair for an hour already. All right. And you've done 5 different services, but they're there for a weave. Okay. So now their hair is clean, ready to go. You braid it. You sew the weave in their head. You cut layers in their head so it falls in a certain way. You curl it so it falls in a certain way. And then 3 hours later, you done and they walk out and they give you $85 for all of that work. But right next door to you, stylist B, all she did was stand up, paint some color on somebody's hair. They sat there for an hour, letting it process. Sat there for another hour under the dryer, letting it getting a deep conditioning treatment. Then they sat in the chair for about 15 minutes, gave them a little haircut, and then they walk out with wet hair and drop $1,600. How would you feel as stylist A? Be real. Don't be in your feelings. Oh, well, they picked that job. No, be a human. Be a human being. As stylist A, how would you feel? But when we look at the price, or then when we go silk press, most women think a silk press is like $65 to $85. When I used to come in there, like when a woman straightens somebody with curly, thick hair, first of all, most women was coming in there. The first person who had touched their hair in about 6 months was me. I swear to God, on my father's ashes. I would have women come and sitting in my chair. They have not touched their hair in months. All they would do is take their wig off and spray their hair with apple cider vinegar. So imagine the smell. And they only expect to pay $65. And if you charge any more than that, it's crazy. Y'all, we gotta do better. We have to. We have to. Stylist A should go sit in the corner and cry if they see that. Do y'all know how many times I dealt with that? What are you talking about? That's why I stopped. I worked in soulless salons. Well, next door to me, her name was Ashley. Ashley used to come in my room and be like, Cyn, you're so much better. You're so much better than this. Like you're so much better. You do not have to like do hair for chump change. Like you do things I could never fucking do. Like, oh my God, like what is this? This is freaking ridiculous, son. Like, oh my God. I would be like, girl, I know. Like, what do you mean? That was my life. What are you talking about? The girls next door to me, Ashley would sit there. Ashley would do single process hair color. I swear to God on my life. Ashley would sit there and do single process hair color, where her clients will come in with like ashy blonde, and then she'll take them chocolate brown. So no highlights, no master color, literally single process hair color. All she doing is slapping the color on their hair. Then they sitting there, a girl on their phone with their iPad, like, oh my God, so did you watch Game of Thrones? Shut was fucking crazy. Whoa, shut the phone. Oh my God. Like, just sitting there getting her hair done. Then Ashley get done and be like, oh, well, it's gonna be 1,500. She's like, oh my God, is that it? Are you serious right now? I told Joey, I've said this so many times because I can't forget it. Oh my God, I told Joey that it was only gonna be like 2,000. So he gave me like 2,500 so I can like tip you, because he know I always tip you 500, and I spit my juice on the floor. I spit my damn juice on the floor. He knows I always tip you 500, and I told him it would be 15, so he gave me like 2,500. And oh my God, like I'm about to go get some food, and I swear to God, at the same time that this is happening, I got a black woman standing in front of me trying to go back and forth with me because she feel like I'm charging her too much for my silk press. Not to mention, all she was paying was $85. That's all I was charging at the time. $85. She hadn't washed her hair in about 3 months. She had it in a bunch of plaits, braided up. I had to unbraid them, detox her scalp, and everything else. I should have charged her extra for that. I didn't. Imagine how I felt. And that, like, but that is the reality of our community. A taste of reality talk TV. Like, hey, that's what I'm trying to give them. Boo, a taste of reality. But yet we still complain about prices. Like, I paid $75 plus I tipped for a seasoned cosmetologist that owns her own salon. However, she has been my stylist for 5 years. Yeah. And I mean, whatever a stylist price is a stylist price. I'm not saying, oh, all stylists should be charging hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if they don't, they trash. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, whatever your stylist price is, she shouldn't have to argue it. She shouldn't have to explain it. It shouldn't be this tit for tat where other people where the people that you are servicing get to determine what your price is or what you're worth. That's all I'm saying. I promise if a new client tongue wrestles about a price, I'm booked for the rest of the year. Bye, girl. Listen, like, I like to listen to wedding planners. One planner said that a client's father would pay for her as a planner to plan the entire wedding unless she had the prices. High prices mean good work. I mean, high prices don't always mean good work, but it show you value. Cause I guarantee you, somebody who doing a weave for $85 does not value themselves, and they don't. I'm sorry, like, girl, do it yourself. And that's how it needs to be. What you're doing isn't a trade and bartering service. That's what I'm saying. Yes, when the ones talk about discounts, I tell them nicely they don't need to go to hair school. Listen. Oh, you tell them they need to go. Listen, go to the school. They're learning. You don't walk up in the doctor's office and be like, how much you charge for C-sections? I know this one doctor over there, he can do it for about $10,000 cheaper. They're going to be like, take you and your full uterus to fuck over there. I was brought up. You get what you pay for. So the reason I wouldn't mind paying for a good service. That's like paying all that money for Jenna Curl, but black stylists do it. Girl, listen. I don't even want to talk about her. All I'm gonna say is this. This is not our grandmother's generation. You know how now our grandmas, our aunties, our mamas can be like, I don't remember. It's in a lake of forgetfulness. Well, guess what? Guess what? We are going to have proof. So all of y'all like, oh, Jenna Curl, we have proof. So when my daughter's generation gets older and they go back in time and they start looking back, they gonna see all of y'all stupid asses online. I'm done talking about it. I don't care, cause it's some stupid stuff. That's some stupid stuff. This real life. That's some stupid stuff. Like some stupid stuff. You and me, some stupid stuff. And let's remember that higher price stylists are probably working on multiple. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. My booth rent was $360 a week. I was using that example when I said you're a stylist A. I was stylist A. My booth rent was $360 a week. I only have two options. For me to be able to, because I'm not even though people feel like their hairstylist is there and they only there because they love them and they have fun playing hair, that's not why we be there. I'm there because this is my job. I have bills to pay. So I can't pay. I didn't make any money for my bills until after $360 is done. Until I make $360, I didn't make any money. I didn't work. That's how it works with booth rent. Until I make whatever my booth rent is, I made no money. I have no money for my bills. I can't buy food. I can't buy gas to get home. I don't make money until I make booth rent. The difference between your gross and your net. All right. So if I only have two options, I can either make sure that my prices resemble what I need to make to break even at the end of the week, in conjunction with my products, in conjunction with the fact that we have lights and gas running in the room as I'm doing hair. I have to pay for all of that, right? So I have one or two options. My prices are either enough for me to cover all of my bills and labor and products, or I book multiple women at one time so I can make booth rent. Like, what are we talking about? If I'm only charging you $30 and my booth rent is $360 a week, and I'm only doing 5 people a day at $35 a pop, hold on. That means I'm making $175 a day. If my silk presses are $35 or if they $45. 45 times $45 for a silk press times 5 people is $225. That's not even booth rent. Or if my booth rent is $250, I did 5 people and all I made was my booth rent. That's how it works. Hairstylists are not just going to work to play in people's hair. It's a business. And if you don't want to pay for it, then don't go. Don't go, player from the Himalaya. I mean, but to each his own. I get maintenance only now. The prices are ridiculous. In some cases, stylists get your money and clients choose wisely because okay, so what is your definition of a ridiculous price? What is your definition of a ridiculous price? I just want to know. And I want to have a moment of transparency because most likely you're talking about stylists like me. Most likely. But I'm not offended at all. I'm not offended at all. So don't feel away. But what is your definition of an expensive price? Because if I'm one of the stylists that you're talking about, I want to explain to you. I'm not being disrespectful. You my sister. We friends. You in here. We go together. For me, it depends on how the silk press, when the stylist is done, how much the silk press should be. That's crazy. Because you shouldn't be going to sit. That's like saying, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's like saying, oh, I'm gonna go in a restaurant and it depends on how good the food is of whether or not I pay for it. Shouldn't you have double checked and made sure you read the references and stuff before you got there? Shouldn't you have like double, quadruple checked? And then sometimes at a restaurant you can't do that, but that's not Burger King. You can't, like, I've never heard anybody say that before. That's crazy. I didn't see what Simply Nice said, or maybe I did. I remember when I was in school, they would cry about $30 blowouts for color. So I know they would have a heart attack if I go to a salon and see. Listen, they'll pay money for design. God damn it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all been walking around. I got blood shoes. I got blood shoes. Spending $1,200 on some black shoes just because the bottom of the fucking heel is red. But then you want to, girl, I can't do it. I definitely don't mind paying for what will help me on my hair. Girl, you got to be double. And look, not only that, most women ain't even gonna show up, even with deposits. So most hairstylists double book because she gotta pay booth rent at the end of the week. So if she booked 5 people and only 2 people show up, then she doesn't make booth rent and she gets put out. So she double books because no matter what, she knows that she at least makes booth rent. Even if everybody on her books don't come, she still got another set of clients. And God damn it, that has happened to me before. And what's funny is so many of these luxury companies' quality control isn't what it used to be. First of all, let me tell y'all something. All of these luxury companies are getting their shit from the same places, from the same factories, and they putting different labels on them. You're paying for a label, not quality. And that's a fact. A fact. Google it. 50 Cent said it. 50 Cent was like, that's why unless he really going somewhere, he walking around in white tees. He ain't even buying designer clothes. Once he saw that all of the designers, he basically, you paying for my name. You paying for a name. It's one big factory that all of these brands are going to, and they putting their shit on the labels and changing some of the prints. And depending on how popular the label is what tag they can attach to it. Get into it. That's how it go. It ain't quality control. It ain't what quality, baby. What are you talking about? What quality? These are all the same brands. They haven't washed their hair in 6 months and hate paying to get their hair done, but they're always buying new Prada bags. Your priorities are not aligned. Listen, y'all are anybody ask you why I don't do hair? It's because of this shit. It's because of this shit. It's because of this shit. Because it is dumb. It's because of this shit. It's because of the shit. It's because of the shit. I pay $180 for a silk press. Okay, that's about. Cause let me tell you something. I'm sorry if this make y'all feel away. Most of these people silk pressing are my kids. Do you understand me? So absolutely not. If I come through and do a silk press, my silk presses, because of what I'm going to be offering, if I was to come back and do silk presses, it's gonna be like $250. Like I'm not. And when I came back, that this last time, people had absolutely no problem paying the price, and they got everything that they came for, because not only did they leave with a brand new hair shaft and everything completed for them, they left with PDFs. They left with directions on what to do with their hair before they went to bed. They went home with a whole ebook and a whole product regimen and stuff they should do. So it's more than just like so. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all talking to each other, not me. I paid $700 for a wig from a celebrity stylist who used to be local in my city, but I have people telling me I overpaid for a wig. Listen, listen to how stupid this sound. Listen to how stupid this sound. You gonna tell me that it's better, it's a better investment for you to spend $1,500 on a pair of black stilettos that you only wear once every blue moon, because you can't wear them all the time because they ain't like, sure, always got them little red bottoms. But it's too much money to pay $700 for a wig that you're gonna have for years and wear every day sometimes. I don't know. My thing is this: who cares if whatever? Let me take that back. However you feel about about prices is how you feel about prices. But go find somebody or find people who have prices that match what you want. But don't expect things that are priced higher than what you're willing to pay for it. Don't expect them to come down because you've decided what the price tag should be. It don't work like that. So I wanted to share something with you guys. I'm gonna get into y'all questions again, but I want to change the direction of this conversation a little bit. And I wanted to share a couple of my success stories with you guys because I know before when I first started on YouTube, I was here like 24/7. Like I was posting at least one video a day, sometimes multiple videos in a day. But my focus has been so much more on like showboating and showing y'all stuff than actually like getting results. And so my focus, like I said, has been on actually getting you results. And I want to show you a couple of the results that some of my people have. Yeah. All right. All right. So right here, hold on, let me take. Hold on, sexy. Let me take your comment off the screen real quick. I promise I'm gonna get to everybody's comments as soon as we do this. All right. So you said I've been doing the 7-day challenge religiously for 4 months, and my bald spots have almost completely filled in. I've been bald in those areas for 2.5 years. The rest of my hair is getting very thick and full. I have these thin ass ends and then 4 months of thickness at the roots. It's amazing. Eventually, I think I will have to cut my hair that was there before. Yeah, probably boo. Before I started the challenge, I was really considering getting a hair transplant before the 7-day challenge came into my life. Cyn, you have actually saved me a lot of hassle as well as a lot of money. I've been to 3 different dermatologists in the past 2 years, and none of them helped me like you did. You are the real deal, sis. So listen, I'm not like showing y'all this because it's like, oh, she said I'm the real deal, sis. Know what it is. Respect me. Respect me because I'm the real deal, holy feel. Like that's not why I showed that to you. The reason that I showed that to you is because A, I want you to know where I'm at and what I'm doing when I'm not here. And B, I want you to know that my 7-day challenge is really freaking life changing. Like most of the women who are in my 7-day challenge, most of them have been doing things and doing the same things over and over for years, trying so many different products, like hundreds and thousands of hundreds and thousands, not hundreds and thousands, but hundreds of dollars on products. Most women have more products than they can freaking count under their sink, and nothing that you do is working. But literally, with just a very, very simplistic pattern, my clients and the people who are a part of my 7-day challenge are able to change their entire growth journey around. And I think the thing that makes it stand apart so much, there are so many things that are like, okay, yeah, like it'll grow your hair out and all of this stuff, but it's about way more than that, because there are things that happen, right? For example, with my hair, with HS, anything can happen where I eat a double cheeseburger with too much mac sauce on it and get an outbreak in my scalp, and then I'll have thin hair. But no matter what, because of the procedure that I've developed, I can always reset my hair growth cycle like nothing ever happened. So that's all I'm producing for you guys. And in my 7-day challenge, you guys, it is something that is transformative because it really, really challenges you. It's not a 7-day challenge like, oh, the normal challenges is I challenge you to grow 24 inches. No, the challenge is you to kill all of the things within yourself that you think that you know. Getting rid of everything that you think that you know and throwing it away and breaking all of those old bottles to make room for the new ones. And it works. It freaking works. And like I'm telling you what I know. I'm not sitting here like telling y'all something that I think works, or like, oh, I'm trying to make you spend all this money. Like, no. But if it's something that you really, really want to get a hold of, you can see for yourself, and not just with her. If you were to go and look at my other testimonials of the other people, excuse me, who have done my 7-day challenge and who've gotten results, there's so many women, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women that have been going through the same things that you're going through on a regular basis. So when I'm making these videos, I'm not on here trying to combat with you and trying to show you that I'm just the best thing since sliced bread. No. I just want you to understand that when you learn the science of the hair, when you learn the science of the human body, no matter what you run into, you can fix it. All right? Okay, I'm about to go all the way back up and I'm about to start answering y'all questions. So leave them as you need to. Sexy, filthy mix, sexy, you sexy. Okay. I think we right here. Y'all with the funky self. With your funky ass. Ain't washed your hair in 6 months with your funky ass. If your prices as a stylist aren't high enough, then you might have to double book. I'd rather pay more money as a customer so that I get a stylist who is focused on my hair. Yeah, girl, ain't no maid have to double book, sis. My boo for $360 a week. And I got damn bills to pay. I ain't here to look good. I ain't here because I like you so much and I want you to have long hair. I mean, I do. But sis, I want to eat and pay my goddamn bills and have the lights on more than that. That ain't the only reason I'm here. Okay, there we caught up. If I skipped over your question, it was not my intention, so just ask it again. You're not talking to me. Okay. When I was natural, I felt like silk presses were expensive because they didn't last the whole day. I sweat easily and a lot, so I spent so spending $100 felt like a waste of money, but I did it to get my trim. They don't show up and then get mad when you charge them the cancellation fee. Listen, it's making my eyebrows itch. I'm having flashbacks. Go to the Dominicans, give me washing set, and have them blow dry my hair for $45. My hair be silky. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You cool, but you are one of the main reasons that I refuse to do hair. Like, like, like going to the Dominican, that's a freaking sweatshop. Like, I know women who work in Dominican salons personally. They talk about y'all. Do y'all really? They know that the only reason that you there is because they charge cheaper. They know that. They know that. They know that the only reason that you're there is because they charge cheaper than everybody else does. How would you treat a client that you know is only sitting in your chair because you charge lower than the other people who look like them? Hell yeah, they gonna take your money because it's their job, but just know they talking about y'all when y'all leave. I know it for a fact. I have friends that work in the Dominican hair salon. Like, y'all, you think somebody proud, somebody happy to have you as a client, and they know that the only reason that you there is because they cheaper than the other people? Like, girl, anyway. Y'all, for future references, even though I'm no longer behind the chair, I'm still a licensed cosmetologist. So keep stuff like that to yourself. Because it's like offensive to me. Because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm black. No, they talking about you when you leave, sis. Like, that's a lot of work and it's disrespectful for them. Like, it's disrespectful for them. Like what I was just saying earlier, the white hairstylist that was working right next door to me, she was like disgusted for me that I work for 3 hours and only make $200, and she worked for 2 hours and make $1,500. She was freaking disgusted for me. A person who knows that they're the person, they know that they're your second best, they're your plan B because plan A too expensive, or is not happy to see you. But they gonna take your money because it's their job. What you mean? The same way that if you work at a restaurant and you got a rude customer, you gonna take their money because you gonna service them because it's your job. That's what you gotta do. Oh Lord. My stylist takes half of furniture. Mm-hmm. I charge a full price of it. So, hey, amen. Me and your stylist is my spirit animal. You hear me? She is me and I am her. We are each other. We are together. That was me all day. You stick with her. She blessed. You hear me? You stick with her. She a blessed woman. You understand me? I'm just curious what the average cost of a silk press should be in my area. I don't mind paying. I just want to know. I just want I just want to know my hair is done correctly. So, okay, don't get offended when I say this, but this is just how I talk. I talk like in sort of kind of metaphors to give you examples. It don't matter if you, regardless if you live, I don't care if you live in Bel Air or if you in West Side. It take the same amount of time and effort to do your hair. It don't matter where you at. So the price of manual labor cannot be determined by the medium, by the income of the area that you in or by the area that you in. It has nothing to do with anything. The same amount of time and effort that a person in the suburbs got to put in doing your hair is the same amount of time and effort that somebody that's in the hood got to put in to do your hair. I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. So I can't give you a price that your hair should be based on what area you live in. It's based on whatever that stylist is charging. Like nobody be like, what's the base price of a C-section in my area? I've had two C-sections, two C-sections, 2 years in a row. I never said, what's the medium price of a C-section around here? Let me get my uterus cut on the left side for 75 cents. It's like, it depends on the person that you're going to and their skill level. Because for an example, the price that you're gonna pay, and this isn't just, we're not talking about hair. Let's not talk about hair, right? Just anything. The price that you pay somebody who's been doing hair for 20 years and the price that you pay somebody that's been doing hair for a couple months or a year are two completely different prices. They are not going to be the same. So it's going to depend on the stylist. It'll be disrespectful for me as a professional to say this is the medium price because I don't do it anymore. If I do, I told y'all what my price is if I charge it, but if I do it, but I don't do hair anymore. So I don't know what people are charging right now. And it's disrespectful for me as a professional to say that. It's the Going Up to Yonder remix, girl. Listen. It was cause of that bullshit. I try to only book clients who value my time and respect my craft. So I rarely have no shows and nobody has to pay a deposit ever. Girl, would you taste the reality? Real Talk TV, girl. God bless your goddamn socks. Hey, sister. Ooh, God didn't listen, everybody is dealt a different hand. And sis, you got an easy ass hand. Praise the Lord for you and your socks. Hey. I remember the pop-up you had last year. Girl, listen. Because I've been doing hair my whole life, I love hair like as a craft itself, or just as a, like, not even as a professional, just like I just love hair. So every once in a while I want to do it again, but after what happened last time, I just can't. Give me a 5 if y'all want me to tell that story before I go. But say 5, tell the story when you did hair the last time, and then I'll tell it. Because if you just put 5, I'm not gonna remember by the time I get down there. You're giving a lot of extra stuff for the price. Some don't get half. of that for the same price. Well, those are the stylists that you're booking. Because every stylist that I know personally does hair just like me. I don't know any of the half-ass stylists that y'all talk. I don't know one stylist like that. So once again, that goes into who y'all booking. Just like with relationships, it's gonna sound left field, but it's really not. All black men, it's the men that you're picking. Where are you meeting them? Where are you going? What is your selection? It's your selection of black men that are trash. Black men are not trash. I have one, and I birthed one. Now, my brother, that's a different story. But my brother be in different places than men like my brother are in different places than men like my husband. Hey, where you shopping? Where you shopping for? Where you find them? Where you find your hairstylist? Where you get her? You can't blame the people. You got to blame yourself. You picked them. People telling you overpaid for a wig. Did they make the wig? They didn't make it. They just can't afford it. Listen. And people different people have different. Oh, Lord, I lost my spot in so many comments. If I miss your comment, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know where I'm is. Well, where she is, oh, there we go. Okay. Wear bottom shoes can be worn frequently if people wear them, but a good cobbler needs to take care of their shoes. Oh, okay. Girl, y'all could spend a couple $1,000 for some damn red shoes if y'all want to. But see, I'm not saying that you don't need to tip your stylist, but I never care about tips because I always made sure that my price matched my value. So whether a client tipped me or not, I was still getting what I was worth. So it didn't matter to me. I'm not really. Why you love me? One reason why I love Cyn Doll is that she doesn't encourage mindless consumption. Yes. She makes us question why we're buying the products that we buy. Yes. I just had I wish she was in here. If you in here, hey, I love you so much. I hope you don't think I was rude. But I had a woman that I was talking to earlier, and she asked me, she was like, hey, Cyn, it was some product from Design Essentials, which I love Design Essentials, by the way. And she was like, what do you think about this oil? Like, should I get this oil? Blah, blah, blah. And so my question to her was, what are you getting the oil for? Like, what are you accomplishing? Oh, well, I want to get it for my hair regimen, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's nice. But what problem is the oil fixing? Is it curing an infection? Like, what are you doing? What is the oil doing? Oh, I just want to have my scalp balanced. It's like, your scalp don't need oil. You have a sebaceous gland. You only need to keep your scalp clean unless you are using an oil for an objective. You don't need to put any oil on your scalp, period. And peep game, every product that y'all love, every Mayel product, I will make money recommending it to you. I'm an Amazon A-list live creator. Google it. Google Amazon A-list live creator. Yeah, I would make a lot of money telling y'all to buy certain products, but I'm not doing it because it's not needed. And I sleep well at night, and I want to keep sleeping well at night. I've been watching you for years, and you are very knowledgeable. Thank you. Taste of reality. I will be doing the 7-day challenge with you, Cyn. I can't wait to do it. I love you too. I read too much. So I know the history of Valentine's Day and demented. So I don't even like saying Happy Valentine's Day because if you knew who the fuck he was, you would be feeling a little way about celebrating it too. So every day is Love Day in my house. You know what I'm saying? So every day is Valentine's Day. So I don't be, but If that's what you do, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. But thank you, boo. It's making my eyebrows itch. I'm having flashbacks. I swear to God. Like, I'm okay. On my mama, I really was thinking about doing hair again. Like, I have a salon right now. She is the owner is the sweetest lady ever. Hold on, let me move this mic. We about to get off in a minute. The owner of this shop is literally one of the sweetest women I have ever met. Like, I could literally, it's not even 6:00 here. I could literally text her right now and be like, hey, I want to work at your shop tomorrow. Can I work? And she'll be like, yeah. Like, oh, hey, I want to get the studio. I want to get the shop. And she'll be like, oh my God, yes, girl. Come whenever you want. Like, it's nothing. After, I don't know if y'all want to hear the story because I haven't got that far down yet, but goddamn it, I have no desire to do hair anytime soon. Oh my God. I've real talk here. Our hairstylists putting health insurance in their prices. Absolutely not. No, we are not. We do. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When I had my baby, I paid for it. Y'all have a job, y'all get medical, dental, vision. Hell, if you work at In and Out, you get insurance. I've always had my own insurance. I have 2 children, my own insurance. My husband's an entrepreneur too. Our own insurance. What you mean? My own dental. I don't have dental. I pay for this out of my pocket. So the price that I charge. The price that I was charging standing behind the chair, the price that a hairstylist charges behind the chair, understand. She don't get no medical, dental, vision. She paying that every month. You paying your phone bill, she paying her phone bill and for medical insurance and for dental insurance. And depending on how much money you make as a hairstylist, you don't apply. I don't even know how to say it. You don't apply for welfare. You can't get help like that. No, it is not included in our insurance. No, it is not included in our insurance. In our prices. Absolutely not. So the stylist that you want to stand up in your hair for 3 hours, if something happened to her wrist while she's standing there and she go to the hospital, she does not have insurance unless she's paying for it. It don't work like that. Do you think I should heat train my hair myself? Nope, sure don't. Especially if you don't know. If you gotta ask me that question, I do not. Nope. How much for one rib? No, I'm talking. No, that's not. That's I'm gonna get you, sucker. Come on, let me get some juice in my hand. For 75 cents. Like, that's how y'all act. Like crackheads. Y'all act like some goddamn crackheads. Huh? So do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. 5. Okay, so if you in here, everybody tell you that you're crazy ass in here. So I want to wrap my hair up. That's why I keep combing it, because I just want to put my scarf on. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. Oh, did y'all know my spot felt? This is where my bald spot was. Get into it. Look at it in the face. This is where my 7-day hair growth challenge worked. Get to that bald spot. Look at my stubble. Mind your business. Anyway. Okay. So we do the pop-up, right? Do the pop-up. And as we do the pop-up, Lord. Okay. As I do the pop-up or whatnot, everything was cool. Everything was fine at first. So I have this one person. Had this one lady, she booked an appointment, right? So the way that my stuff works, even now, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, I have complete control over my schedule. So you don't, even though you book online, you don't get to go online and just book whatever day and time you want to book. You go, you request an appointment, and then I let you know what we got. Okay, I let you know what we're cooking for. Oh, let me get this off. Comment off the screen. So, anywho, she goes in, she requests the appointment. After she requests the appointment, um, once I contact you back, I'll let you know what out of those appointments are available. Because just because the appointment was available for you to request doesn't mean that it's available for you to book. Sometimes I just haven't filled in spots, right? So anyway, um, she sends it, and then once she sends it over to me, I send her the invoice or whatever so she could pay for the appointment in full. No, the deposit. I had her pay for the deposit, not the whole thing in full. Don't have people pay in full, because when they do, stupid stuff happen, which we'll talk about in a second. So I take a certain percentage up front, and then they pay the rest in cash money, not your card. Cash, getting the cash in my hand, player. So anyway, we go through all of that. So when I sent her the invoice, it was early in the morning. She never paid the invoice. So she pays the invoice at 2 o'clock, about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm clearly asleep. Okay. So I wake up in the morning, and she paid it on Friday night. She paid the invoice on Friday night, well, Saturday morning. And me and my mom will wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go grocery shopping, because I don't like people at all. So by the time me and my mom get back, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 5. I have not looked at my phone for nothing, right? So when I finally pick up my phone, I got all of these messages like, "Oh, sis, you a scammer. You a scammer. You a scammer, sis. You a scammer." Because she had already paid it. And it wasn't just like, "Oh, you a scammer." It was disrespectful. Like, "You a scammer much? Oh, you all on YouTube acting like you got money, but you a scammer." I was just like, oh my freaking God. But mind you, by the time I saw this message, I had already confirmed her appointment. So I didn't see the disrespectful messages. I just saw that she paid the invoice, and I didn't want her to feel like that. I didn't want her to feel like I was ignoring. I was like, oh shit, she paid the invoice at 2 o'clock in the morning. But it's still 9 on Saturday. And I had a disclaimer that said, if you pay on a Saturday or a Sunday, it ain't business hours. Allow the business hours for it to process. God damn it. Hey, anyway. But I still rushed to it, right, to go in there. And I went ahead and confirmed the appointment before I read that message. So by the time I read the message, I said, oh, no, let me tell you something. I am the queen of refund. Do you understand? I will refund you back in a minute. So I saw what she said. Or whatever. So I sent her an email. I canceled the appointment. I refunded her back her deposit, and I said, "Hey, like, that was super disrespectful. Like, you." I said it in a professional way, but basically, I told her, like, "Girl, you paid it at 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't up, or whatever time it was. Like, I didn't see that, and it was rude, and you've made it awkward. I don't want to do your hair now because I'm not touching you, and you're disrespectful. Sorry." So she responded. I swear to God, I can't make it up. And for the people, give me a 2 if you already know this story. So I look in the email, and she responds and says, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was my daughter. She has special needs. She doesn't know what she's saying. I'm so sorry, but she really needs her hair done. I didn't know." She had got on the computer, and sends me a picture of her daughter, right? And she said, "Oh, she's 30, but she has the mind of a child. The way she was talking to you, I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve that." I'm like, okay, no problem. So she comes in. Her daughter walks in. I don't mean no disrespect. Her daughter was one of the sweetest little girls. I mean, not little girl. She was a grown woman. She was 30 years old. But she could not form complete sentences. Like, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I'm saying there's no way that her daughter sent me those messages. Like, and I'm not being disrespectful. I just want you to understand who her daughter was. Like, I'm finishing up my one client. Thank God she was my last client. Oh my God. Oh my God. So she was sitting in the chair. Her mama brings her over to, no, I said, oh, come to the shampoo bowl. And I was still finishing up a client, so I heard the sound of her voice, but I was like, no, there's no way. And so then when we got to the chair, I said, okay, babe, lean back. And so she leans back. And when she heard me cut the water on, she started screaming, Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared. Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. So I'm looking at her like, oh my God. Like, not that I have a problem. Not that I have a problem like with her daughter or anything like that, because I know it's a disability, but it's like I need to be told that ahead of time. This is my first time back behind a chair in 5 fucking years. My first time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And she, Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared. So she's like, girl, just, so I'm like, okay, because I have children. Even though she was a grown woman, she had the mind of a child. So I was like, okay, it's fine, I got it. So I like calmed her down and stuff, and like the daughter was cool. But the longer I'm sitting there and doing her hair, like the daughter goes to open her juice, she couldn't get her juice open. Mama, can you open my juice for me? And I'm looking at her mama and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I didn't have a problem with her daughter at all. Her daughter, I would do her daughter's hair again if it wasn't for her mother. I have no problem with her daughter. I just could not believe that she blamed everything that she sent to me on her daughter. Because I'm like, there's no way that she sent me this disrespectful message. Like, there's no way. Like, the only way that I was able to get her to calm down at the chair was to talk about Target and that she could get some sweet honey barbecue chips from Target. I was like, girl, your mama go take you to Target, because she didn't call it Target. She called it Target. She was like, I'm going to Target and I'm getting me some chips. I was like, girl, you need to get you some honey barbecue chips. Them is delicious. Honey barbecue, girl. I'm getting me some honey barbecue. I said, your mama ain't give you nothing if you keep screaming, girl. And that's how I was able to calm her down. But it was like, anyway, so after that, the mom was just, she was just freaking insane. Like, even when she was there, she was telling all these stories. You could just feel her energy being unbalanced. So anyway, make a long story short, after I got done doing her daughter's hair, she tried to book me again. And I told her straight up, I said, hey, I do not want to do business with you in any way, shape, or form after this, because you, and I told her straight up, like, I'm from the D Ground Bike Care. I said, hey, like, I don't really like that you disrespected me like that and then blamed it on your daughter. So you really did say all of that to me and I still serviced you. Like, that kind of pisses me off a little bit. Like, her response to me was, oh, what did you talking about? You the devil and all of this shit. Like, I shared it with y'all before. I don't even remember exactly what she said. I just remember her telling me that I was the devil and that I was gonna go to hell or something and messing with God's children. And before I did hair again, I prayed about it and I was like, okay, God, if I'm supposed to do this again, it'll be easy flowing. And if I'm not supposed to do it, it'll be some crazy shit that happened and let me know that I ain't supposed to do it again. And then this happened. So if you want to know why I decided still not to do hair, even though I said I was coming back, that's why. I can't do it. I went 5 years without bullshit. And then I came back for 5 minutes to bullshit. So yeah. I'm going to take the last couple questions. We're going to go off. I just don't want to go over 2 hours and 30 minutes. 2 hours, 30 minutes is what we're doing. Because we haven't been on here for a while. And I want to do more lives with you guys. Oh, I have an idea. Let me know. Well, how would I do that? That's gonna be too complicated. I was gonna say I would do a consultation here live and let one of y'all come up on the screen with me if you want to. But most of y'all don't be want to. Y'all be like, I look crazy. Thankfully, I've never experienced a stylist like that, but I have friends that have. It's all about the way you pick them. All stylists are not created equal. Yeah, so I under like it just got to be worth my while. But I can't even blame. I'm not gonna say that I'll never do the pop up again because it's my fault. Like I shouldn't have done her hair. Like I already refunded her back. The other women were freaking amazing. And what's crazy, that lady was the auntie of one of my clients. Like one of the clients that was there for the pop up, but she was one of my favorite clients. Like y'all have seen her on my channel so many times. She was her freaking auntie. But she crazy. She crazy. Not the client. She anyway. Just less experienced. My ill is not even worth it. Hi, the girl. Charge your value and don't apologize for it. Saying you know you're the best and professional. I love you too. But honestly, can I be honest? One of the main reasons why I probably won't do another hair pop up is because I'm not gonna lower my prices. They not gonna be cheaper than they was last time. They might be more. And every time I go online, people are like, "Oh, prices is ridiculous, girl." Well, hello, my name is Ridiculous. Nice to meet you, cause I'm girl. Salon insurance, y'all. That's salon insurance. That's not but that's like little. You could get a little. It's called lemonade. You could get lemonade insurance for the shop for like $10 a month. So that ain't about nothing. But that's very different from you don't get lemonade salon insurance and then be able to pay for your C-section. It don't cover a C-section having a baby. So it's very different. When I first started watching you, all your clients' hair was long. Yes, it was. That's my thing. I'm the long hair follicle whisperer. Hello. You ain't never see one of my clients with unhealthy hair. And if their hair was shorter or if it was if their hair was unhealthy, that was the first video. And the next video that you saw of them, their hair was slanging and banging. Slanging and banging. So, girl, I ain't never been play pimping. I've been pimping since Burger King was a prince. Don't you never forget it. You hear me? They're using the round brush. Now they got it from me. You understand me? Huh? Yeah, she blamed her daughter. Sure did. Saying she lying, boo. She sent you those messages and she used her daughter as a cover up. Absolutely. And y'all, like, just imagine not doing hair for 5 years and then your very first time doing hair, that happens. I was like, this is not happening to me. The whole thing. And the guy who was, because the shop that I work, that hosts me whenever I go, decided to do hair. It's another, like, they're YouTubers. It's two females. They're YouTubers, and then one of their husbands be back there because they use the back for their filming, they editing, all that stuff. And so he came running to the front. He thought something was wrong because I wasn't prepared for my dude. I ain't been here in 5 years, my dude. I wasn't prepared. I I'm scared. Like she was screaming, I'm scared, mama, I'm scared. I was like, oh. Not to mention, in my entire career, that has never happened. In my entire career, that never happened. Then I retire and come back. And that, like, oh my God. Okay, love, do you own a hair salon? Do you own a hair salon? How long have you been doing hair? And through your career, how many clients have you had? Because first of all, owning a hair salon is not the top of the hair industry. It is not. Period. Owning a hair salon is probably one of the most stressful things anybody could ever do. It is not the top floor. So even when you own a salon, you're still paying for the salon insurance yourself. You're still paying medical, dental, and vision yourself out of your own pocket. There's nobody paying for it. That I don't understand why you keep saying, like, we about to get off. I love you, but sis, like, come on. What are you talking about? You going left field. Stay in the conversation that we in right now. You going left field. Like, even if you own your salon, the owner of the salon has to pay medical, dental, and vision. And what salon are you talking about that does medical, dental, and vision for their employees? Now, if you work in commission, that's something else. And then if you work in commission and then you get benefits there, you making little to no money in comparison to what you would be making behind the chair. So what are you talking about? Why does my wig get tangled? Is it the quality of the wig? Does the hair that's growing naturally out of your head get tangled? Hair is going to tangle, y'all. My hair has been tangling as we've been sitting here. It's oily and it needs to be washed. Hair is going to tangle. It's a fiber. All fibers are going to tangle, you guys. Fibers tangle. Hair is a fiber. Any fiber around you is going to tangle. So it's a matter of maintenance. And of course, a higher quality fiber won't tangle as much, but any fiber is going to tangle. I love you, but it's going to tangle. Any fiber is going to tangle. That's why. All right. I don't think we have any more questions. I'm going back up to make sure I didn't miss nobody. As I'm scrolling up, make sure you go ahead and ask all of your questions. But I want you guys to know, moral of the story that we talked about at the very beginning. If you came in late, then you probably missed the entire Olaplex conversation. So, and the entire relaxer conversation. But I do need you guys to go ahead, go back, watch this video, do me a favor. And once this live ends, go in the comments and just comment your favorite part, because the way the YouTube algorithm works is like the more engagement I get, the more real people are talking in the comments, the more they'll send it out, because that's how they're determining if whether or not it's like quality content or whether or not it's content that you guys should see. But in closing, I really wanted to tell you guys this, and that's why I keep messing with my hair too, because I'm actually not even supposed to be showing my hair. Like, I'm pushing most of my hair behind me, so y'all not seeing like a length check or nothing like that into the video that's getting posted. Well, the video that I'm editing tomorrow, I may be finished with it by 3 tomorrow, and then it'll get posted. But I just really want y'all to know that y'all are going to constantly be victims of manipulation if you do not learn the science of your own body. I do not need anybody to follow me. I do not need anybody to be, hell, Cyn Doll. Like, I don't need that. That's not what I'm here for. That's not why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's not why I make the videos that I make. I make these videos so you'll know bullshit when you see bullshit. So you'll know what type of hairstylist to pick. So you'll know what type of hairstylist not to pick. Hairstylist. So you'll know what to take and what not to take. So you'll know what prices, what prices. So you'll stop feeling bad about charging your worth, because this is the thing. It's not that hairstylists and cosmetologists are now having outrageous prices. No, now they're beginning to charge their worth. They've never charged their worth before. Before, you could, the standard price normally for a silk press is about $35, $45. Black women have been doing hair for slave wages for years in comparison to other races. In comparison to other races, period. And they love to throw in the Dominicans, and like the Dominicans, they getting at how they live. They some hustlers. So if y'all go, and it's a sweatshop in there, you ain't got your own appointment. You in there with the Dominican people get here with you. I want us to think about all of this stuff. All right. When do you use dry shampoo? I don't use dry shampoo. I'm not saying you shouldn't use dry shampoo, but I'm saying when it's time to shampoo my hair, I shampoo it. Now, if you're a person who straightens their hair, and then I'm just adjusting my nose ring, I ain't digging my nose. If you're a person who straightens their hair, and then in the morning, that next morning, your hair look wet because it's oily, then all right, you can use dry shampoo. Everybody else, wash your hair. Olaplex has dry shampoo. I'm not recommending dry shampoo to people, because anytime I recommend some, people are like, I'm gonna go get some, and I don't want y'all to be going and buying dry shampoo. I love Olaplex, but I'm not gonna be like, get some of this. Like, I know, I want you to go wash your freaking hair. Like, y'all already don't wash your hair. Not you. Y'all, most black women already don't want to wash their hair. I don't have nothing to say about dry shampoo. Go get some wet water and wash your hair. Hey, Sam, back a while back, I think someone said on live, or possibly left the question, one of your videos, about having your hair in the same parting, if that's damaging. It's not damaging, but it'll produce memory. Your hair will have memory in that place. Thank you. It's so oily, but thank you. Yeah, I mean, oh, I forgot the question already. Yeah, it is a permanent part. Like, look, this used to be my permanent part, but now it's over here. So look, hold on, let me get a hold on. Hold on, player. Really, the brushes, right? So look, no matter how much I try, this is about to be a bad example, but my permanent part is technically over here. But I just had a when my last outbreak was over here, so it was like get into it. But it was like bald over here, so I couldn't put my part on this side, but that's like kind of where the memory is. But memory doesn't equal baldness unless you doing too much. You see what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. But then if I go like that, because of where I parted my hair, and because I flat ironed it this way, when I set the bond permanently, well, not permanently, but this last time, you see, like, without me doing anything, I can like make the part again. So hope that answers your question a little bit. I just bought the dry shampoo from Olaplex when I have the twist extensions for vacation. But listen, dry shampoo only soaks up extra oil. Dry shampoo is to suck up extra oil. You guys, I love Olaplex. I'm an affiliate. Just because a new product comes out does not mean you go buy it. I'm not talking about you. You made that Olaplex, it'll probably work good. I mean, it'll be good for you. But if you would have asked me, I would have told you something else to do. I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just saying, like, just because a brand releases a new product does not mean that you have to go buy it. For the rest of y'all lives, every month there's gonna be at least 5 or 6 new products. Are y'all gonna be constantly for the rest of y'all life playing with new products and putting new products in y'all head? Or are y'all gonna get some products and stick to it? Most women who have long hair been using the same products since they was little. Why do y'all feel like just because a new product line comes up, you got to try it out? No, you don't. The only time you go try out a new product when it come out is if the products that you've been using are no longer working. If the products that you've been using are working, why are you going and trying new products? What is this? I'm not being stank, but like y'all got a favorite milk and y'all go get that same milk every time y'all go to the grocery store. Y'all not changing y'all milk brand every time you go and see a new brand of milk. Why do you do that with your hair? Stop playing with your hair. Not you. I'm just saying in general. You are a great teacher. Let's do the science of hair. Oh, thank you. Hey, Cyn. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Hey, boo. Is this like the first time you caught a live? Because I remember my last live was for her, and she wasn't even here. She was the featured comment in the last live, and she wasn't even in here. I'm just trying to make you feel bad, boo. I'm just playing on that. Saying I was waiting for you to answer the dry shampoo question. Yeah, like, go wet shampoo. Do you dry wash your ass? Huh? Or do you wet wash it? Put some water on that goddamn shit. Huh? I love Olaplex. God knows I do. This video is to defend them. I'm with Olaplex 10 toes down. But God damn it, I just got y'all to washing y'all hair and to stop cold washing. What we will not do is go back through history and then start dry shampooing. God damn it, no. Get your ass in the goddamn bathroom and put some water on that goddamn shit. Are you dry brushing your teeth? Huh? No. Are you dry washing your ass? Huh? That's just as funky as the women talk about. Don't use soap for your hoo-ha. Girl, y'all with y'all funky coochies. Like, is there a reason why my hair is longer in the front than it is in the back? It used to be longer. No, I don't know. I can't answer that without knowing more about you, babe. Sorry. You can book a one-on-one consultation and I can answer that question, but I have to know way more about you to be able to answer that. Can we put dry shampoo on our hair before we work out? No. Okay. Dry shampoo is just cornstarch. It's either cornstarch, tapioca starch, or something like that. If you spray tapioca starch, if you put tapioca, if you have some tapioca starch somewhere and the water get on it, what's gonna happen? It's still gonna get wet. No, you do not use the product as directed. My love, don't act. If it don't say it on the bottle, don't try to hack nothing. Don't use a product in no other way other than what it says on the back of the bottle. And I have never held that bottle, but I'm more than positive it don't say put it on before you use it. No, you use dry shampoo for after. Whether it absorbs the sweat or not, your hair is still gonna get wet. A cornstarch is not going to keep your hair from getting wet. It's not gonna keep your hair from getting wet. It's not. No, do not. No. Spray it after. Use it as directed in no other way. I was just rewinding the live and I saw the relaxer thing, and I'm glad I have transitioned to natural. Back in the days, my hair was thinning at every application, and my hair wasn't growing. That means, my love, that the person who was doing it wrong. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. When my hair gets to a certain length, most likely I'm gonna be relaxing it. And if I decide to cut my hair again and get a short pixie cut, oh my baby, I'm gonna be getting a relaxer every 2 weeks. What you talking about? If I have a short pixie cut, I'm gonna be cutting off. I wear my hair short and tapered in the back, like a fade. So I'm gonna be cutting it off and relaxing my hair every 2 weeks. There's nothing wrong with relaxers. If your hair was thinning out, and if I love you, boo, you know you my boo, Empress. If something was going wrong with your hair when you was getting relaxers done, the person who was doing it wrong. Period. Period. Point, point, blank, period. Love you, but that's what it is. I love you so much. But that's no. No, that's a money grab. And what I don't like, not you, what I don't like about it is how much Black women don't defend each other. We don't defend the women who came before us. Your grandma and them was doing relaxers for how long? They was in the shop with pressing combs and doing all that for how long? Now we're gonna blame all of this shit on fucking relaxers? When in reality, when they did first thing saying that relaxers cause fibroids or all of that, there was another doctor that came back and did a study and said, no, Black women getting this from the foods that they eat. Stop playing with me. From y'all favorite soul food, that's where y'all getting fibroids from. That's where y'all getting all of this stuff from. Come on. What are we talking about? Really? So we just gonna, like, really? Can you please just host some classes? I have a bunch of classes and courses. Y'all want to go over some of my courses real quick before we go? Let me know. Give me a 2. If it's enough 2s by the time I get to the bottom of these comments, then I'll go over some of my courses with y'all. But I have multiple courses. Y'all just don't be taking them. I'm just playing. All of us in the back hear you loud and clear. Wet your hair, wash your hair. Thank you. If you ain't dry brushing, washing. Like I told y'all with co-washing. If you ain't co-washing your ass, don't co-wash your hair. You understand? God damn it, I'm sick of all these damn shortcuts. Thank you, Cyn. I wash, condition, blow dry, then put my hair in the same 6 chunky plaits and leave my hair alone. Like, it's not that deep. Guess what, Cyn? Oh, I just discovered a hair salon yesterday that sells Olaplex products. Oh, oh. Wait a minute. Can you come get me? I'm in Vegas. And Vegas is in America. And can you like send your people, like maybe if they got like they on planes and stuff, and be like, oh, is this girl and we need her for the culture, or she'll save us. She'll set us free. Like, I don't know. Come get a real nigga, man. Olaplex number 3 is the truth. Mm-hmm. No problem, baby. Relaxers are not bad. Thank you. It was my auntie at the time. Exactly. Your auntie ain't know what the hell she was doing. I was applying relaxer every 3 months. And when she was applying it, she was detangling my hair with the application in it. Like, look, that's why your hair was... That's the shit that I'm talking about, sister. Empress. That's what I'm talking about. And the women who went to their aunties, who weren't licensed, who was doing their hair wrong, the women who was doing it just for me in the house, those are the ones saying that they got fibroids from relaxers. You were using it wrong. You were using it wrong. That's why I'm making a video today about Olaplex. Olaplex ain't giving y'all bald spots. Y'all using it wrong. Olaplex is a molecule. You do not sit a molecule on your hair overnight. If a molecule says leave it on for 5 minutes and then rinse it out after those 5 minutes, that molecule is going to be still moving and working, and in return it will cause weathering and it will damage your hair. That's why you follow freaking directions. But YouTube told y'all that y'all don't have to follow directions. YouTube told y'all that YouTubers knew more than the people who are making the products. And like I said earlier, memorization does not trump experience and knowledge. It doesn't. Just because you've memorized the blog post, just because you've memorized what they said about Team Natural 4C, 4B, just because you memorized that 4C curl type of shit, doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about. It does not trump experience and knowledge. It doesn't. I'm sorry. All products have cancer getting products. It's not just relaxers. Listen. Anytime lawyers find a money grab, anytime they find some money grab, a money pocket, they exploit the shit out of it. I'm about to play it again. There is not one freaking black lawyer having anything to do with any. All of these were in my stories on Instagram. These were all in my reels. This is the law firm. This black woman right here, she ain't talking nothing about nothing. Hold on, let me see if I can put the audio. I don't remember if I play the audio. If I do, I'll turn it back on. She ain't talking about hair. Sis talking about something. It ain't hair. Some other thing that you can sue for. And when you go on their website, all of it is nothing but. And so look at this hair straightening chemicals. Look at this. And y'all falling for all of it. Y'all falling for all of it. For all of it. I'm about to rewind it a little bit. Y'all falling for all of it. This is all on your Instagram. This is on Instagram. You can go ahead and apply right there on Instagram for this whole little lawsuit thing. It's a money grab. They're paying for ads. This is an ad being ran on Instagram. So the lawyers that are suing, the lawyers that are so concerned about black women and relaxers are the lawyers that are paying for these ads on Facebook. Right here, it's about to pop up and say that this person right here, they're not even on Instagram. They're paying for this ad on Facebook. And then it's being pushed to black women because of the algorithm and asking y'all, hey, you want to sign up for this? And notice how these are all at-home relaxers. None of these are professional grade relaxers. Uterine cancer, ovarian cancer. Do you have any of these? Well, click here for this lawsuit. Look. It say that I had to click a button to go to Facebook. This is who's suing. This is who's concerned about whether or not black women are getting cancer and fibroids and uterine cancer. Not to mention, let's keep scrolling. As we scrolling, because I went ahead and looked through his page, you will not see one thing about relaxers. It's a whole bunch of other lawsuits. Look at all these other lawsuits. You don't see one freaking thing about relaxers. He don't give a damn about that. It's a money grab. He's running ads because as he runs those ads, y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna apply. And if y'all do go to court and you win, he gonna get 10 times the money that you get. Whatever money you get, he gonna get double that. It's what they do. It doesn't have anything to do with it. This is who it is right here. You think he give a damn? Do you think this man gives a flying snickerdoodle fart about black women having something happen to them with relaxers? What are we talking about here, guys? What are we talking about? So that's what I mean. I want us to be able to have real conversations. I want us to be less impressionable. All right. And I want us to be able to look at people who are trying to help us as people who are trying to help us. Absolutely. I give so much free information. We've been on here for 2 hours, right? But the information that's deeper than this, absolutely, there's a price attached to it because I'm worthy of that. Like my information changes freaking lives. This woman, I just showed y'all her stuff. She had been to 3 freaking dermatologists. 3. Obviously, she had insurance. She had to pay her copay 3 times. And no, none of those dermatologists were able to get her results. Now, the bald spots that she has in her head have completely grown back 100%. Like, I can't make it up. I'm not trying to make it up. I'm not trying to act like I'm just, oh, so much better than everybody. No, I'm not trying to do that. But the proof is in the pudding and the science works. The science freaking works. It does. Thank you, Cyn. I've been doing that since I started watching you 2 years ago. The growth is wild. I know it is. And considering that I've been natural for over 10 years and only now seeing my hair retain length, yes. Because we're done with the riffraff. We're done with the hacks. Hacks, hack your damn hair off. Your hair grows back. It's not a big deal. You run into an issue, you can fix it. That's why I didn't care nothing about when I got bald spots showing y'all. I didn't care nothing about none of that because I know that the women who are ignorant and who don't know any better be like, oh girl, how you teaching us and you bald? You know why? Because my body deals with hydrogenated suppurativa, where I can get a bald spot in my head tomorrow. But guess what? I have a system that guarantees that hair will grow back. Period. And it will thicken up again. It will get fuller. Like it's a no-brainer. That's why I never care. Have I tried Revere? I don't. That's a whole nother conversation. No, I don't. I'm not sticking my hair in no hole and pressing no button. Like, and watch, mock my words. It's only a matter of time before they're like, breaking news. Woman sticks her hair in the hole and it never comes out. All of her hair is gone. And then it's going to be a whole nother thing. Like, go ahead. I have no interest whatsoever in it. I had a little tiff with a client, a consultant client. She got offended by me telling her that she needs to do more with her brand than just using a Revere Air blow dryer. Like, that's not, no, you need something else. It's cool. Like, do your thing. I'm not a fan. Class action laws of lawyers get millions and black women, these lawyers that's pushing this relaxer stuff, when they win these cases, because they're gonna win them, it's y'all did get that doing it yourself, and they didn't put on the labels that y'all need to see a professional. They put on the label that you can do it yourself. They didn't put on the label that it was mandatory for you to base your scalp. They didn't put the things that were mandatory on there. So most likely they will win this case. But the case is not against relaxers in general. It's against box relaxers that women do at home, not relaxers in general. And when they win that case, all of y'all women that helped them win, because everybody who's like, I'm suing me too. Y'all signing up for this lawsuit. They gonna get about 2-3 million. You gonna get about $200 on God. On God. Every last one of y'all that signed up for this shit, y'all gonna get like little checks in the mail for $200 here, $300 here. Y'all ain't getting no money. But oh, baby, them lawyers, oh, that lawyer, oh, baby, he getting break. Him right there, he gonna be paid. That's why he got his arms crossed. Come on, stupid ass. Come on, dumbass. Did you get some fibroids? Huh? Do you remember what day? Do ya? Do ya? Yeah. And he gonna have millions, and y'all gonna get $5. Y'all gonna get $5. And y'all didn't got $5 and y'all didn't dish y'all grandma and every other black woman that didn't came before, and then all y'all got is $5. What about burning scalp? What is the cause? What do you mean burning scalp? Like you just sitting there and your scalp is burning, your follicle is clogged and blocked. There's a bacteria. You have a bacterial infection in your follicle if your scalp is burning. You have a bacteria infection. I said the same thing with the red berry. Listen, y'all can use it if y'all want to. I'm not messing with it. You kill me. What I do? I also seen the trend lately. Listen to me. The Revere lawsuit is coming fucking soon. And I told this girl who did a one-on-one with me, some especially hairstylists, a lot of hairstylists book business consults and then they think they know more than you. It's like, sis, what are we doing? And I remember I gave her a plan of action that she was supposed to follow. And then she was supposed to check in with me and didn't until like months later. And then when she did check in with me, she asked for a follow-up assessment, which I charged for, but I was nice. Why did I do that? And I did it for free. And when you look on her page, she's a professional cosmetologist, but in all of her videos, she's using the Revere blow dryer on her clients. So I'm like, sis, you. And then she gave me like this long drawn out thing, but it was like, sis, that's not what I taught you in our last session. In our last session, you have to make everything that you represent, everything that you're trying to accomplish, you got to put it in 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. So a long paragraph, I need you to shorten that up. Shorten that up. And the Revere, like, that ain't a professional tool. Like, it's just not. I know. Listen, I know all of that. And that's nice. But I've been in this industry for 18 years. And products like this come and everything works until it don't. That's all I got to say. You keep using it. Everything works until it doesn't. I've been in this industry. I'm about to be 33 years old. I've been in this industry since I was 17. Everything works until it don't. Revere ain't the first product like that. All of the other products like that, they worked until they didn't. And y'all don't even remember them or have heard nothing about them because they got discontinued. Revere ain't nothing new. It's some shit that was discontinued before they got rebranded and brought back. Anyway. Oh, I thought it was just nerves. Absolutely not. No. If your scalp is, if you have nerve, if your scalp is hurting because of nerves, you have like a serious condition that you need to go to the doctor for. But no, if your scalp is hurting, like you sitting here right now and your scalp is burning, you have infection in your follicle. Most likely seborrheic dermatitis. Like there are a lot, like you have a scalp infection. I don't recommend using the Revere nothing, period. Like, yeah, it's cute. Y'all, the reason y'all like the person, I used it and it's just, everything works until it doesn't. Everything works until it doesn't. Hair weathering takes anywhere between 5 months to 25 years to manifest itself. And the majority of the women that I do one-on-one consultations with, 2 of the women that I had one-on-one consultations with today, both of them were under 50. So all the stuff that y'all doing now, it worked for me. It's going to work for you until it doesn't. And then you're going to be in your 40s and your 50s going bald and trying to figure out how to fix it. But you can stop all of it now if you stop trying to be. But I use it and I just do. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. You don't. You're playing in your hair. The Riviera has not been on the market long enough for it to show what it does long term. That's why you're not supposed to use a tool when it first come out. Wait till it's been out for years and years and years and years and then go get one. But use it if you want. Seriously, love you, Sam. I'm scrambling to find the pics of my hair and what it looked like now. We'll share when I find them. Oh, please do. Can you please send them to me via email, please? Ooh. I was diagnosed with dermatitis. Use every anti-dandruff product. Dermatitis and dandruff are different. Dandruff is a form of dermatitis. Using a dandruff shampoo is not, if they told you had dermatitis, like, is that what they recommended for you to use, Lady J? Because that's not. But I'm not being disrespectful, but they told you had dermatitis and you use anti-dandruff shampoo. You had dermatitis and you used every anti-dandruff shampoo and it didn't work. It's because it was for dandruff, not dermatitis. Ugh. Changed my diet. Got into herbal teas, ate it instead of putting it in my hair, and lo and behold, like, oh. And I think the thing that irritates me, that makes it frustrating for me, is what the way that I'm teaching you is the simpler way, is the cheaper way. You spend no money. Oh my God, the way that I'm telling you is the cheaper way. I'm not judging you. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at holding my facial expressions, and I'm sorry. But oh my God. I got a Gina curl and my hair is shedding and breaking bad. What do you recommend? Products, or should I just cut it off? I'm ready for the truth. Do you promise me that you're ready to hear the truth? Like, please don't say that if you don't mean it. Don't lie to me. I'm not going to answer until you say, Cynthia, I promise I can handle the truth. You don't have to call me Cyn Doll. Say Cynthia. Say, I'm a real nigga, I can handle the truth. Cynthia, I'm a real nigga, I can handle it. Because if you can't, I don't want to say nothing. I just want to skip past and be blessed, and I just want to keep going. I just want to keep going. Say, just, I know you already said it, but say, Cyn, I ain't playing. I'm a real nigga from the streets. I can handle it. Like, say it. Or I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing until I see it. I love you, but I can't, because it get my soul sparked and my eyebrows itching, like not towards you, but just let me know. All right, she around from the street, she ready. Listen to me. Now, you've already spent enough money, I'm sure. If you don't mind sharing, can you please, if you don't mind sharing, can you please share how much you paid for your Gina curl? And then two, I'm about to tell you exactly what to do to fix it. But you're going to have to cut your hair off. The reason that Gina Curl's products are so trash to me is because, yeah, she promotes that, oh, your curl pattern will be different. But if you comb your hair, you can't even comb your fucking hair. She tells them you can't brush it, you can't comb it, you can't blow dry it. The entire structure of your hair was completely changed around. But see, the stuff that she do is different. It's way more expensive and it's way different from what your grandmas and your aunties is already doing. It's a black woman you could have went to that would have did that shit for $65 and you would have been straight. All right. But see what Gina did, she made it up, her product is incomplete because it never neutralizes your hair again. See, when you get a relaxer, you change the bonds in your hair. You remove some of the bonds and you rechange the structure of your hair inside, right? But you, with a relaxer, you put pH balance in shampoo and it normalizes it and it sets your hair in a new pH balance. So after a relaxer, you go from curly to bone straight hair, but you can still blow dry, you can still flat iron, you can still braid it, you can still do everything to your hair that you did before. Why? Because your hair shaft was rearranged and neutralized. But see, with her shit, she playing in black hair. She don't know nothing about it. So they don't know how to neutralize it. So now your hair, after she played in your hair and took all your money, she never neutralized your hair back. That's why your hair is breaking off. That's why it's falling out. Because your bonds, she broke your bonds apart and she never put them back together. Gina broke your stuff apart and she never put it back together. That's what happened. And see, what happens is, and the reason that the reason that I went off on her like that on the phone is because I knew this shit would happen. I knew that a lot of y'all would believe her and y'all would trust her. And y'all would trust her and y'all will go right over there into that and start following her and doing everything that she tell y'all to do and give her all of your money. I knew that it would do that, this would happen, and that hair weathering would set in. And by the time hair weathering set in, she either blaming you or it ain't nothing she could do. So my love, after she took your bonds apart, she never put them back together. You have to cut your hair off. You have to, and start from scratch. And let this be the last time you ever go to somebody who can't even answer a question on what is the difference between black hair and other hair. Don't ever let a person like that touch your hair. I'm not saying that if she not black, she can't do hair, because it's black women who can't do hair. But I asked her what the difference was between what was the difference between the bonds in the cortex of a black woman versus a white woman or anybody else that's not black. And she told me that she couldn't answer the question, but her job is to take the bonds apart. But she couldn't even tell me that she couldn't know. That's what I asked her. What makes black hair curly? She told me, oh, the way that it coils out the scalp. I asked her, but why does it coil like that out the scalp? And she said, oh, well, I can't answer that for you. I don't know. My love, you're going to have to cut all of your hair off. I love you so much, but you're going to have to start over. You're going to have to start over. You're going to have to start over. And that's why I was going so hard telling you not to do it, because there's no going back. There's no going back. Oh, my love. You pay. I love you. This on my mama, on my hood. This is why I made those videos. And this is the thing. I got so much shit from black women. I didn't get one white woman attacking me for saying that white woman was a fraud. I didn't get one white woman telling me that I was wrong for saying she was a fraud. The only people who told me that I was wrong and that called me out of my name was other black women. And all I was trying to do was avoid what happened to you. That white woman charged you $850 for something that you could have went to your grandma for $60. You can go get Wave Nouveau right now from Sally's for about $25. That white woman set up here, she's older. So the same black women who started doing Wave Nouveau way back, she was in the salon with them, but they wouldn't fuck with her. They wouldn't mess with her. So she waited until time went over, and instead of getting with the black women back then, or instead of messing with the black women back then, now she messing with younger girls. Have you ever asked yourself why all of the women who doing Gina Curl are young? Huh? Have you ever asked yourself that? It's a couple of older women that go into her, but the majority of them are younger than me. The majority of them was born in the 2000s and don't know shit about Wave Nouveau. Most of y'all don't even know the difference between a wet Jerry curl and a dry curl. So y'all thought she was doing something different because it wasn't a wet curl, and it's a dry curl. My daddy ain't had no wet curl. My daddy had a dry curl, boo. His hair wasn't wet, dripping like, oh, Pinky nigga, I gotta go pee-pee. Pinky was a wet curl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. This intensity ain't towards you. My intensity, it's frustrating when you try to negate something, when you try to stop something, and the people that you trying to save attack you for trying to fucking save them. And now, where is Gina? What did she say when you called her? What did she say? Did you tell her that your hair falling out? What did she tell you to do? It's a Jerry curl. It's a fucking Jerry curl. It's a dry curl. It's a incomplete dry curl. And what's crazy, we suing Olaplex, but y'all still get, oh Lord. And let me ask you this. Did Gina actually do your hair, or was somebody else doing it? Yes, go ahead, cut it in a bob. But this is the thing. Y'all have to stop blaming other people. We as a unit, as a people, we have to fucking take responsibility. We have to take responsibility. People try to steal stuff from you all the time. Like people try to, you have to know who you are. And when you know who you are and you know your body, you know your scalp, you know the way that the follicle works, you know that the human body produces its own oil. You know about the bonds that hold the hair together. You know all of this shit. You can't get played. But y'all care more about arguing and going back and forth. Oh, what's the best between this and that? So nobody ever gets ahead. And y'all are easily manipulated. Easily manipulated. Easy. It's easy. It's so easy. If I was a different type of woman, I could be so fucking paid. Because y'all are so easy to manipulate. It's so fucking easy. Are the chat still live? Yes, baby. We in here. We in here, boo. Unsubscribing from everyone on YouTube. I'm tired of fake news. I mean, do what you gotta do, baby. Oh, she said use a wide tooth comb to detangle and use Olaplex. It didn't work. I think it's just because I'm from the D. I just feel like when people do whole shit, they need their ass whooped. That's how I feel. Oh my God. Like ooh, Gina is the type I want to get my grandma on her. My grandma is from the D. My grandma, like grandma, I got somebody for you, grandma. Cause she playing with y'all. She playing with y'all. And I told y'all that because when I did the whole thing and then I came back, I came back and I told y'all, she sent me a fucking DM and was like, ha, thank you for the good promotion. Your people, they love me even more. I have even more followers because after I told y'all Gina was a fraud and that all of y'all hair will fall out if y'all fucked with her, She bragged about the fact that y'all was still going. This was 2-3 years ago. I've been told y'all not to fuck with her. I've been told y'all that. And she don't give a damn about you. She already got $850 for giving you a $45 Jerry curl. That's some shit. Girl, cut it off, start over, and don't you let one more old ass white woman play you out of your money. It infuriates me, as you can tell. I feel the fury of my fucking ancestors. It makes me irate to see. Like, it's one thing to live and to read about white women taking shit and putting their name on it and taking stuff from other black women that produced it. But it's a whole nother thing to be living through it when it's happening, and to watch your own fucking people attack you when you try to tell them. Oh, it don't make me feel good to see it happening to y'all. It don't feel good. It pisses me off. Because I told y'all how to avoid her 2 years ago. But I was a hater. I was jealous. I had black women telling me that I'm just jealous of her because she getting more money than I could ever make. That's what black women was telling me when I tried to get y'all not to go to her. I blame the natural hair movement. No, it's not the natural hair movement's fault. It is black women not thinking for themselves, period. Because if you go on Google right now, if you go on Google and type in who started the curl typing chart, Andre Walker's name is going to pop up instantly. None of y'all did it. Nobody did it. Nobody went and searched who made it up. Y'all all just blindly followed the YouTubers. It is nobody's fault but the black woman's, period. That's what makes me mad. We will not take responsibility for our shit. We won't. In any way, shape, or form. Grandmothers, mothers, I don't remember. I don't want to talk about it. Own your shit. Because when you own your shit, the generation that is coming up after you can learn from your mistakes and they won't make the same ones. But because we don't own our shit, my daughter's generation and my son's generation will be trying to figure this shit out because y'all are not woman enough to own y'all shit. Period. I had so many friends that got a Jerry curl back in high school, and a lot have been getting big chops, and they were complaining about they can't blow dry their hair or even braid it or straighten it. And guess what? Before you sit in a chair, they tell you that. And y'all be like, it's okay. My hair is curly. I don't care about wearing it like that until you're faced with the reality of only being able to wear your hair in its natural state. Then you go to blow dry it and your hair fall out, and then you mad that your hair falling out when they told you before you sat down that this will be the last time that you comb your hair. So whose fault is it that you in that situation? Yours or Gina's? It's your fault. I do not blame Gina for this shit. I blame black women because it's your fault. You're a black woman. Why the fuck would you let an old white woman give you a Jerry curl? It's your fault, sis. Deal with the shit. To get some clippers, shave that shit off, tough it out, start over. My bad. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Had to change something on the computer. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy is easy. And I don't mean to be being aggressive and yelling at y'all. It's just like, come on. We are fucking grown. We are not little girls. We are grown ass women. We are grown. Let's stop playing. Why are we playing? No, there is not, my love. The only reason your roots are reverting back, you have sweat glands in your scalp. Look, right now, as we talking, I'm sweating. Okay? You have sweat glands in your scalp and on your hair. If water comes out of your scalp, your hair is going to revert back. Asking that question is like asking if there is any way for you not to get wet if you go outside when it's raining without an umbrella. No, my love, there's no way for you to stop it. Know that I appreciate you saying I'm ready to do something new with my hair anyway. Yeah, and don't. And if to me, I feel like you owe the world something. You need to be telling people, like, don't just make it me. And hairstylists like me, like, it make it look like we just bullshit and like we hating. Like, you hating on this. Why would I hate on this old ass lady that's still doing hair and I retired when I was 28? That don't make sense. What is there to hate on? She's still doing hair. Spread the word. Because you pay $850. I did a consultation with a girl who paid that bitch $1,600. $1,600 for a $65 jerry curl. Most of the people that's working in her shop ain't even black. It's like Mexican girls and boys giving black women fucking jerry curls with a white lady name on it. It's the crazy, like, she playing with y'all. Gina Curl, Jerry, Gina, Jerry, Gina, Jerry, Gina and Jerry. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, y'all done got me sweating. We was about to leave, and then she came in here with the Gina Curl, like my bangs is wet. Yep, I was here. You was here. You heard me talk to her ass on the phone. Girl, she said, "Oh, you're rough. Oh, you, shoot. I'm gonna call y'all. Gonna have me call my grandma on Gina." I love this. I watched the replay. Thank you so much. You're welcome, baby. Ooh, seeing flaming everybody, truth bombs everywhere. I'm not trying to. It's just what it is. All right. I love y'all. More. So we talked about Olaplex. All right. We got over that. Check the links in the description box in about an hour. Because I'll have the full Olaplex email. I'm just gonna figure out how to add the link or something on my blog, on the blog post and whatnot. Or join the group. Join one of my free groups. I'm gonna leave all the information in the description box. Join one of my groups. The information will be in here. The information will be in there. So y'all can read up on everything yourself. I don't pull stuff out of my booty hole. Okay. I have been a licensed cosmetologist for well over a decade. Player, well over a decade. I've been pimping since Burger King was a prince. I don't be playing in hair. Like, everything that I say, I don't open my mouth to speak on stuff if I have to put my foot in my mouth. I don't like how my toes taste. Anything that comes out of my mouth, whether it takes a year, whether it takes a month, whether it takes 2 months, whether it takes 3 months, it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to pass. What did I tell y'all about rice water? I told y'all eventually rice water, hair weathering will set in. What's going on now? What's going on now? I told y'all, however long ago it was that I did the Gina Curl stuff, that stuff like this would start happening, and y'all would start seeing hair weathering, and most of the women who pay her hundreds of dollars to do that shit to their hair would then have to cut all their hair off and start over because her service is incomplete. I told y'all that shit. What's happening now? Remember what I said about the little hair blow dryer that y'all all sticking y'all hair in and putting all. Remember what I said. So when some shit pop off with that Revere hair blow dryer, don't nobody come ask me about nothing because I already told you. I love y'all. But a lot of the situations that we don't have to be in, because I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's been talking. I'm not the only one. Listen, Brazilian blowout has already been discontinued multiple times. Multiple times. They're only resurfacing it back up because people are starting to talk about relaxers again. So now stylists are going from being natural stylists back to relaxers, back to texturizers, back to silk amino acid treatments. Yeah, get into it. Consumers control the market. When the consumers change their focus, the focus of the industry changes. That's how it goes. When y'all start focusing on natural hair and no more relaxers and no more weaves, what happened to the industry? The majority of hairstylists were doing natural hair and no weaves. Hey, and only doing wigs. That's what it is. When y'all stop doing it, they stop doing relaxers most of the time. Now that y'all are not doing Team Natural no more and y'all all focused on relaxers, guess what? Hairstylists starting to do relaxers again, silk amino acid treatments again, keratin treatments again. What are we talking about? Come on, stop playing. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby. Don't play with it. This made me think about the rice water where they were not able to digest the truth. I'm laughing at it right now because they will listen. They are breaking news. Like it's still some brands like, oh, with rice water. It like, listen, I am an ambassador for Olaplex. Absolutely. Let Olaplex put some rice water on the label. I bet money I'll never use the product again. I swear to God. I'll come on here and I'll tell y'all, fuck Olaplex. I'm going to find somebody else. I swear to God. And they know that. Try me. Put some rice on the goddamn bottle, Olaplex. Put some rice nipple juice in the bottle, Olaplex. I'm done. I'm done. I'm telling all my people to be done. I'm done. But they ain't going to do it. Hey, Cyn, I just got here. Hey, Bill, I'm about to leave, but hey, I just want to say thank you again for all you do. You're welcome, baby. My hair is so healthy from following you. You provide life-changing information. That's all I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to do is change our life so y'all not bald-head skittle diddles with no hair in the middle. Bald-head Humpty Dumps with no hair in the front and scallywags without hair in the back. I don't want you to be gelling and weaving it because you need it. I don't want you twisting it and curling it because your hair can't twirl it. Hey. Shit. I love the video you did about educating us on keratin treatments. And people mad about that. I've been using keratin treatments all my life and it's not working. And then I haven't had problems. Stop using it and let's see how your hair turn out. Don't tell me that keratin treatments are the most amazing thing for you. Stop using it and then come tell me that it's the most amazing thing for you. Stop using keratin treatments. A woman who's been using keratin treatments for years, stop using that shit and let it all die off your hair. And then come back and tell me that your hair still feels amazing and that your hair is still healthy. A product is not good for your hair if your hair cannot stand without it. I promote Olaplex because Olaplex's technology is so powerful that I can use it once a month and my hair is still good. I don't have to just use Olaplex for my hair to be good. Anyway, I'm natural now, but I hate how relaxers got a bad rep. User error all the way, period. Like, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Go talk to any woman that say a relaxer broke her hair off or gave her something and then ask her who did her relaxers. It's either going to be her homegirl, her auntie, her grandma, her mama, or herself. All right, my husband was like, baby, it's 7. So that means that's his way because he don't be telling me what to do. So that's his way of being like, baby, I think you've been on there long enough. Like, I need you to come here. So no, he ain't trying to do nothing special, but okay, so give me a 2 if you want me to show you how to join the 7-day challenge before we go. Give me a 2 as I make sure I got everybody's questions. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna try to do at least one live video like this a month, but Guru VIP, Guru Elite, Guru VIP, Guru Elite, and Guru One-on-One, we're going to start doing one live every single week on Friday. So we're going to start having lives every single Friday at 3 in the p.m. Pacific timing. But meet me in a group just in case we need to change up that time. But Guru One-on-One, that's how it's going down. And here on YouTube, we're going to do these lives at least once a month. All right? Yep, I'm training relaxer. Yep, I let her. Yeah, you let her try. Listen, and I love you, boo, for your transparency, but don't you ever let nobody who just started doing some shit in your head with a chemical she just started. I'm training. And you want to know what a trainee means? Training means this is how you mess up and fix your mistakes. If that's what it means, this is how you fuck up. Come on, come learn. I'm training. I'm learning how to fuck up and fix it. That's what it means. When you go to a hair school to get your hair done, you sitting down, you signing the paper and saying, hey, they all in here and they all probably gonna fuck up. You probably gonna be bald head. Don't you try to come back with no bullshit with us. Don't you try to come back with no bullshit. She training. That's what that means. All right? I love you, sexy. You sexy, boo. But yeah, that was your fault, sexy. Your fault, sexy. How about pure shake? No, absolutely not. You don't use a butter of any kind to blow dry your hair. Absolutely not. And if you go to a hairstylist that pull out some goddamn butter to blow dry your hair, you better be like, I left my phone in the car. I'm gonna be right back and get your ass in that car and drive off. If you lose your deposit, you just lose your deposit. Because if you sit in that goddamn chair, you're gonna lose more than your deposit. No. You do not flat iron with shea butter. You do not do any. Shea butter is something that you use after your hair has already been styled. So after you blow dry your hair and you get ready to braid it, right before you get ready to braid it, put shea butter on your ends and nowhere else. Absolutely not. Butter, shea butter, coconut butter, oil, none of that. No, that doesn't mix with flat irons. Okay, or blow dryers. No, you do not add shea butter. All you need to blow dry your hair is a leave-in conditioner. Anything else that you put on your hair, you're frying chicken. You add shea butter to your hair and then you add heat, you're frying chicken. You're frying chicken. Actually, I got something better. Take that shea butter, right? And you don't have to take my word for it. Go get a flat iron. Turn that flat iron on. Go get some shea butter and sit that shea butter on that flat iron. You're going to watch it boil like chicken grease, like bacon grease. That's exactly what it's going to do inside of your hair shaft. Whatever that oil does, whatever that shea butter does on that flat iron is what it's doing in the cortex of your hair. That's why most women have heat damage, because most women be playing in their hair and using fucking shea butter and stuff like that. Now, I ain't talking to you, but using shea butter and stuff like that to flat iron their hair. That is how you get heat damage. It's frying chicken. I'm for real. Go get your flat iron, put it on 400 degrees, take a little bit of shea butter, sit it on top of it, and watch it fry like chicken. That's what it's doing in your hair. You do not use shea butter to flat iron or to blow dry your hair. No. Okay, I love you. Everybody, before we go, please give me a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. So that way the algorithm will send this out to people to watch this on replay. This is going to stay up. I'm not going to delete this one. This is one of our 3-hour lives. Like I said, I'll give y'all 3 hours once a month. Boo boo. So I love y'all. All right. It sure does. Also, for a 2-year-old baby, how many times should I wash their hair? How often do you wash yours? Like just once a week. Wash your hair once a week. Once a week. Leave it. Keep it simple. Little one so much better lately. Yes, please stop putting oil and cream on your baby's hair. Listen, and I told it say don't come in here if you sensitive. Most of the seborrheic dermatitis, the dandruff, the psoriasis, the eczema that we had, our mothers didn't know any better. But most of these disorders we as Black women had as children, because our mothers have been greasing our scalps and giving us dandruff and dermatitis since birth because they didn't know. They thought that they had to grease our scalp. That's why most Black women have dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, and psoriasis, because y'all mamas been greasing y'all scalp since y'all was babies. We're supposed to learn from the generations that came before us. Mothers that have little girls, learn from the generations that came before you. They didn't know. Now you have the ability. They made sacrifices so you can have the ability to sit here, to read, to do your own research. Take advantage. Learn about the human body so you can know enough to teach your daughters, so you can know enough to teach your sons, so they can get older and go further than we are. But we stuck in the same cycle because y'all won't learn no new shit. Y'all just want to recycle old stuff and not even add nothing to it. Just add the same stuff. All right. I love y'all so much. Give this video a thumbs up. If you've learned anything from this video, please, 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 I am begging you, when this video ends, please go in the actual comments and tell me one thing, just one thing. Please, you learn one thing. It's been 3 hours and 14 minutes. So give me in the comments at least one thing that you've learned from this. And I'm going to show you how to sign up for my 7-day challenge. And then we are leaving. I love y'all so freaking much. It's so freaking easy for you to sign up for my 7-day challenge. All right. It is here. So you're just going to come over here. By the time you guys go over there, there'll be a video right here, like explaining a little bit more about it. I'm editing that right now, but it'll break down everything that the 7-day challenge does. Here are a couple of different reviews that you guys can read through, and then you can just simply click a button, pay the fee, and you can start your 7-day challenge right away. It's so freaking easy. It is so freaking simplistic, you guys. We love you. We just me, I guess me, my spirit woman, the Lord, I don't know, we, my husband, my kids, I don't know. But I love you guys so very much. Make sure, like I said, you check the links in the description box below. I have so many different resources for you guys. My 7-day challenge is considered a course, right? It's my entry level course. That's the first level. And then after that first 7-day challenge, just for you to to fix all of the things that have messed you up, right? To kill all of the Team Natural Hacks and to have a new cycle that ensures that no matter what freaking happens in your body, even if you get a bad weave, bad flat iron, you eat something you ain't supposed to, you get a bald spot, guaranteed after you take my 7-day challenge, you will never have a bald spot and not be able to grow it back ever again in life. Guaranteed. All right. Then the next level up is the 7-day is the growth cycle blueprint, right? That is a course that is the next level up, and within that course I go way deeper. So if you want to know like what styles to do for your children, what styles to do for yourself, how to pick certain hairstyles, and like literally everything, some of the deepest information that I give y'all here and alive is even deeper within that course. All right. So there are 2 free courses that you guys have access to that you can head over and get it. The 7-day challenge is one of them. All right. But when you go to the link that says programs that's going to be left at the bottom, you'll be able to click on it and you'll be able to, you'll be able to go and this pick between those 2. And then lastly, you can join the Guru 101 platform, and you can also lastly, this one is for sure. And lastly, then you can go ahead and listen to my podcast. Like, there's so many different ways that we can work together. Oh, and you can book a one-on-one consultation with me. All right. So all of that information is going to be left in the description box below. I have so many different ways that you can work with me, so many different ways that you can have access to me at different price points for whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? I can only give so much. But listen, if I get this much here, what do y'all think my other paid stuff is like? If I'm giving y'all this much of myself for $3.99, for $3.99, I'm making you feel fine. Imagine what'll happen if you click the links in my description box. All right. I love you so much. All right. I love you guys so much. Make sure if you're just now coming in, you rewind, rewatch this as many times as you need to. And again, please, 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 please leave some comments below and let me know if you've learned anything in this video today. And if so, what you learned. And then if you've ever had a life-changing experience with me, click the link in the description box below that gives you the ability to leave a testimonial or review. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to my rah-rah. Thank you for not being soft as wet tissue, because this ain't a place for the soft and the weak and the meek. So thank y'all for not being suckers, little whack, little soft suckers. I can't stand wet tissue, and I don't like wet socks. So thank y'all for not being wet tissue and wet socks. I can't stand a soft woman or a soft boy. Okay? I love y'all. Bye.